Ruler School is brought to you by Odyssey Games, where you can go to pre-order upcoming Force of Will sets, ccgprime.com for singles and supplies, cardodoko.com for those rulers in the international market looking for product, as well as our guest lecturer members Vite Ramen and Full Grammar Alchemist. Class is in session. Hey there, rulers, DMO73 here, and I'm joined by our good friend Dominic A. Hammer, aka Neeb Valungan.
Jesus Christ, what happened?
Hello, gamers.
And we are getting
Jesus Christ.
started here, getting ready for... Sorry, just hearing the stream here. Getting ready for our top 8 coverage here. We have Logan on Shiva Control, Logan Moses on Shiva Control playing against Steven Holsheiser. This is going to be an exciting one. And so we're going to just kind of go ahead and jump right over and get started with the setup here. And yeah, if you like what we're doing, want to consider supporting us, click that join button down below. And let's see how today goes. We got books, Shiva, Mask, G&G, all vying for those first 3 invites, including the first paid. So let's go ahead and jump on over.
Oh, I'm very excited.
Hi guys. Hello. How we doing?
Not bad.
Great. Congrats on your top 8s. Here. Just getting the overlays all set up here.
Oh, is this where you want me to clarify on things too?
If you would like to.
Yes. So Logan, I'm conceding to Logan. Logan wins. We are playing this for fun.
Hooray! So
Yay.
they should have heard that on stream, but I'll just clarify again for those people. As you just heard, Steven Holsheiser is conceding to Logan, but we are going to still show off this matchup here on stream because otherwise we'd be sitting around doing nothing, waiting for the other top 8 matches to play out.
I don't think you would have watched Book and Giotto.
We're going to see those in top 4 and finals, so we would rather start the day off looking at this awesome Shiva Control list from Logan. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. So I do want to ask, Logan, why Shiva?
Why Shiva? Because I'm shuffling anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
A neat card called Mechanized Fenrir.
Mechanized Fenrir. Okay.
And Shiva doesn't give him an enter, so there's no priority window to kill him before you have Rigveda up. Oh, yeah, that's the other card.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Rigveda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Thanks for that little insight into it.
Yeah, that's really it. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, the time on round doesn't really matter, but I'll still have it up here on the screen for those of us who are watching. And I'm going to go ahead and mute. You've got Charlie in the room with you, so he can cancel your judge calls or anything else like that. Charlie, you ready to go?
Yep.
Okay, well, let's enjoy this little exhibition match and jump right into it. Good luck, guys.
Alrighty.
I'm not really going to keep a timer. If you guys are going long, I'll just tell you to stop.
Okay, we're jumping into it.
He's on a timer. Okay, interested to see the Shiva Control list, even if this is just a bit of an exhibition match.
Yeah.
Yesterday we saw it as well. Very, very cool build.
Yeah, Logan is lower seed, so he would have to choose. He's going to get told whether he goes first or second, which I imagine means he's going to be going first, because I highly doubt that Steven wants to give Logan the coin.
Yeah.
So right now, our top 4 at this point in time, because this is just an exhibition, is guaranteed to be a Shiva and a Mask. Matthew Lindley, also his opponent, Barry, who was an international player, had to concede his top 8 due to work requirements and time stuff, so he couldn't play today. But so 2 of our, top 4 is 2 different decks so far, with the opportunity that we could see the other matches are Guild Giotto versus versus Books, and Mask versus Books. So we could see all 4 rulers in the top 8 make it to top 4 based on how this goes.
Yeah, it's very neat to see.
Yeah, very interesting. And if Misha, who is on Mask, makes it to top 4, then Matthew Lindley, Logan, and whoever wins between Daniel and Ayush will have invites to Worlds, because Misha top 8'd Worlds this past year. But if Patrick wins, then we're going to have to fight it out, because no one in top 4 will have an invite yet. So, yeah, we're getting started here. Just a turn 1 Moonshade. What is the play here? Therapist, right out the gate.
Therapist.
That's a good start. We like to see that.
great card against a 2 ruler deck that wants to use activates.
Yes, for sure. Being able to turn off the glorious cycle as well as the Charlotte being able to pitch to cancel things is a really strong opener turn 1
Yes.
for this deck.
Interested to see what the spice is for the Shiva list to win fast.
I will say that the Regalia piece, we've seen this. This
Ooh.
was also a very cool evolution of the deck as a way for it going first to be able to protect against Suya. I think this was a very cool evolution. Interestingly enough, going back to the Shiva concept, is that he's playing with the mechanized Fenrir and that kind of stuff. But also the interesting spice we see from Holsteiser's side is he's playing a card from Ghost in the Shell, and I'll let you think about what card that is.
From Ghost in the Shell, not the truck, right?
Yeah, not the truck.
Hmm.
So Fates Reunited has been called here. I don't know what was called. It's being written down.
Is he playing the Major?
It's not. It's Kusanagi's involved on it.
Okay, I have no idea.
So let's see. What do you call with Fates Reunited against Shiva? Getting rid of barrier is probably the most important part, right? Rather than anything else.
Stones, maybe? The Gravestone?
That's true. Could be that.
Gravestone and Vakas? I don't know.
Gravestone and Vakas could certainly be the play. They've seen each other's deck lists, so
yeah,
they know exactly what cards are present there. I imagine we might see a next turn mechanized Fenrir, which would be pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, mechanized Fenrir is one hell of a card. With comparative, if you pair it with Therapist, there's no races. Oh no, there's no abilities, right?
Yeah, with no activate abilities. Yep.
Yeah.
Because mechanized Fenrir only refers to your opponent. He's gonna unreveal Shiva and the Rogue Spectator, so don't have access to those anymore. The first time we've seen that ability. End of turn. Robometa is also possibly a call. We're gonna pay 400 for a Rig Veda. We're gonna try to shoot the mask. We're gonna try to shoot the mask. That seems good to me.
That's a very good play.
Pay to pop it. Yeah.
It's also really hard to cancel with the Therapist on board.
Yes, for sure.
Rig Veda. Oh, that's good. That's very good.
Mask is now out of the way. Do we see the mechanized Shiva come down here? Or the mechanized Fenrir?
That could be pretty good, yeah.
It would also turn. It would turn off the. It would turn off the. There it is.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Because there's no priority sequence here, it's just kind of immediately out. Now that Regalia Beast no longer can produce will.
Yeah. This is a precarious situation that
Sir Timothus, why do 400? Oh, I guess that's true. You have to pay just 200. You pay for the void for the mask tax. That's a good call. It's 36.
Yeah.
That was just me being incorrect on the life totals things. Normally the players would do their own life totals, but I don't get to do that today. This is a really strong position for Logan to be in. Rig Veda is now not being taxed. That Regalia Beast isn't doing much.
Ooh.
Light Lightning can fight Therapist?
Defender. No, it's set Defender, yeah. Does Defender have...
Light Lightning can't target J-Rulers. Well, it can target J-Rulers with the fight mode, I guess.
Yeah.
But it
does Defender not have a keyboard?
I believe it was actually determined that the Revolution is a keyword now.
Keyword.
So granting Revolution to the Fenrir gives it an additional keyword.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that is definitely a play you can make.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good way to answer mechanized Fenrir.
The question is, what is it with the Rig Veda?
It's probably I imagine it's canceling the oh no, it has untouchable, so it might be destroying Is it?
Regalia Beast?
It has to kill the Regalia Beast so that the Regalia Beast can't possibly destroy the mechanized Fenrir.
Because it needs both targets and resolution, yeah.
I believe so, because it's making the Regalia Beast do the killing. So if the
Yeah.
Regalia Beast isn't there, it can't kill anymore.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I think you need both targets to be alive at the point of resolution. That's a very smart play.
yeah.
This is a hard position to be in. Ooh.
We do have will to be able to interact, right? So,
Yeah. Ooh.
we can give
Oh yeah, we can give it maybe a chance, right?
No, it has to be a J ruler with Charlotte or Varia. We're just
Oh, yeah,
giving
yeah,
it plus
sure.
1,000 plus 1,000 and protect, which doesn't save us here. Oh, but now but Light Lightning would still not be able to successfully. Charlotte Protector
Hmm.
keeps the Fenrir alive.
Yeah, that's a very smart play. That was
Yeah.
really good.
This was before recovery, though. So
Yeah.
you know, if we've got
Dangerous.
if we've got another Light Lightning, we can follow it up.
He also drew like a ton of cards in this
Yeah, for sure.
situation.
The
So...
Glorian Water transformation did discard a Charlotte's Protector from grave to grave, which was then able to reanimate. So doing a pretty good job there.
potentially being even able to cast the Glorian transformation again.
Yeah,
Because it's Remnant.
that's true.
Yeah. Maybe a bit of setup would be best now to not.
If we
die
have
next
another,
turn.
I mean, if we have another Light Lightning, I think you use it now for sure, because that makes me think that we don't have one.
Yeah. Probably
Giving it
digging more for the Light
plus
Lightning.
1,000, plus 1,000.
Yeah. Yo-yo you can use, but maybe searching for the Light Lightning for the out is better at this moment.
Yep, he can gain abilities. Oh, Liberation of the Waters, pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Paying 100.
Did he draw it?
Justice
Oh,
Punch.
Justice Punch.
To kill
That's
the Fenrir. Yeah, that'll
that's
work.
interesting. That's cool. I
Yeah.
like that.
It'll do excess damage. So
it shoots Texas, yeah.
So Fenrir base stats was 600, so it goes up to being 800 defense. Charlotte's Protector is a 5/5, so 700
15,
damage.
15. Yeah. Should be right.
Yeah, for sure. And then Mechanized Fenrir gets to, when it dies, he does still get to go reveal something from outside the game, or gets a machine from the deck.
Yeah, search is another one. Oh, he cannot. He cannot search the machine, right? Because
Yeah, he
Fenrir
doesn't.
is the effect.
Yeah, well, currently no races.
Oh, yeah.
Of therapist, so you can't even
Yeah.
search.
Yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah,
That's
can look through his deck though. You can kind of be like, oh, well, what are we doing? This is a tap out. This is a tap out moment though, so this is a pretty interesting spot. Therapist strangely punishing punishing the Shiva here at this point. He just has another one in hand. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Probably, yeah.
See? Oh, Vacus.
Ooh, Vacus.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that is very hard to get rid of.
Yeah. The notice that I'm noticing when I was looking at the Shiva deck is it's a lot of cards that if you make them a J ruler become even harder to kill. Like that, like all of the, it's just, that's the whole point, is like stop it from being a resonator, make it a J ruler, make it harder to kill. That being said, Light Lightning does help, right? Light Lightning is a big piece here.
Yes.
Especially when you combine it with something like Fates Reunited to make sure they can't gain barrier.
Definitely very good character artist.
You can still be in that position where you can get these guys off the board.
Yeah, definitely. 4 mana. This is a big turn. This could be...
And not very many cards in hand for Logan. I think he has
Yeah.
3. He only has 3. We
Nothing.
have
Starting
a
with the
Regalia
beast.
Beast.
We're gonna name
It is on board. It exists.
So this would trigger the other one from Grave Red.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
He catches that.
No, it is not.
Oh, and it's when a non-resonator Regalia.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So you don't get to cycle Regalia Beasts.
There was a clause. True.
So much main phase game actions.
Yeah, so much.
Tinkerbell for a 1-drop
Ooh.
just to draw.
Okay. Interesting.
The hand must be truly
Not good.
not super great.
I mean, Tink for 1 is...
remember we called Bacchus with.
Oh, wait. They're talking about God hunting the Regalia Beast.
We did call Vakis off of Fates Reunited. They just said.
Yeah, true.
So currently,
So
but he's a J.
no
No, he can still use the ability though.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
he
true,
is
he's a J
he's a
ruler.
J ruler.
Yeah. That's funny though. God hunting the Regalia Beast.
Well, you can't Gods Art the Rig. It only hits non
If it's
Vakis
no,
doesn't
no,
hit.
it's Regalias, I think.
Oh, he is a Regalia. You're right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's funny.
Yeah, that's very funny.
Target a addition or a Regalia. Yep, for sure. He does not have barrier. We can light lightning in response to the Vakis trying to do it. Does he see that he can still do the God's Art here to try to still remove in response to the tap ability? Nope.
Oh,
Okay,
no, he
we did
doesn't.
not. I think maybe he just
Oh,
didn't.
maybe he doesn't want to.
Now that he's off the board, he doesn't have a touch for, right? Charlie.
He just still have
We
untouchable.
are-
Does Bacchus's effect to tap to give next 6 still have untouchable even if he's off the board?
We're checking on. We are back. Just to clarify you all what we were talking about there. We were just clarifying that even with the Vakis being dead, the ability of Vakis still had untouchable, so you
Yes.
can't like suddenly lorite it. So
No,
the
no.
wolf is still going to die.
Yeah.
Paying 1,500 to draw 3 here off of Dante Enters. Gotta love drawing cards.
Yeah, he loves string cards.
Use this on your turn. You void draw for turn. I mean, I was gonna say you can draw into Illumia.
Let's see here.
Not using the Lumia tech, I see.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
So the therapist is still a big problem, I think, for Steven.
Steven does still have the world where we see Judgment and then
Yeah.
Glorian's water transformation magic.
Definitely.
And
Yeah.
do we have another Vacus? Ordered.
Ooh, another Fenrir. Weird.
This is still not that big of a deal though, this position, because it's the same kind of thing where you gravestone, but only one stone there has a type, so that's not gonna help anytime soon. And we're running low on life here. These moonshades are very quickly going to be a problem.
The life situation definitely is interesting.
Like, there's a world where we just flip Charlotte, and set up for Glorian's water transformation magic, or you might actually flip. Oh, no, Fari is dead, so you can't flip her yet. So let's see here, because we're getting to a point where all 5 of our stones cost us life to make any will other than red.
Yeah,
so
that's
not
dangerous.
with only 800 life left in the deck. That's not a lot of points to be able to interact.
Does Logan play any healing pieces?
I don't
Other
believe
than Lumia?
main boarded.
Oh, that's dangerous. Going that low.
Yes, it is.
I'm also interested to see like playing the gravestone with stones that don't have types.
Drain. Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
You can gain some life back with Dante enters, right? You can drain.
Oh yeah, true. You can drain.
Yeah, that's now that I think. How many light lightnings is Steven playing main? I believe only 2, so that might be both of them.
That's pretty good to get those out of the way and then still have stuff over.
Yeah, I have been told that currently Ayush is up 1 game in his match. So Ayush Gilgiotto versus Books is up 1 game.
Okay.
Oof, this mecha. I mean, like, it feels like this has to be just Judgment, right?
Yeah.
Because Glorian's water transformation magic. Oh, he's already recast it again, so he doesn't have
he needs one in hand.
He doesn't have another copy yet. He needs another copy in hand.
Yeah.
Because right now you've got enough will to be able to fight over it.
Even Judgment, the Charlotte to get a blocker could be good if he doesn't have something in hand.
Yeah, for sure.
Does have a full hand though.
Full grip. The Dante enters came in clutch.
Yeah, definitely.
The Mechanized Fenrir would stop Charlotte from being able to redraw anything.
Yeah.
He's got like 7 cards in his hand.
I mean, there has to be something.
I'm already at I'm at 7, so I have to draw more cards. But I want to draw more cards off of Charlotte, but it's like really.
Let's see here. Oh, my timer didn't restart.
No?
Not that it doesn't.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter, but
yeah.
He's just passing. He's got a pass. Okay.
Oh, 5 will, 7 cards pass. Okay. Interesting.
Seems like a pretty good spot to be in, except for the fact that there's bodies on board.
Yeah. 1 or 2 turns is gonna be a problem.
There we go. We finally have a stone that can produce us void or 1 color any other time. Another stone that's burning us for playing anything else. We're just gonna play an Agony. Just
okay.
Hey, listen, this doesn't cost us any life to play. We could just play it.
True.
Okay. Takes 4.
Spawns.
Hmm.
He's He's gonna flash in a Lorite.
Oh my, the
This is
Lorette.
Liberation of the Waters. He's just gonna we're just gonna block. Okay.
Okay, we're just gonna block with the Lorette.
we're just flashing in Lorites here. The ultimate chump blocker.
Lorette might be.
I mean, he can't do anything while there's Replica Chief, like while Fenrir's on board, so might as well throw him to stop damage.
I mean, hey, that's the power of the Lorette. It's still a 1/2.
Yeah, Lorite needs to be blue for Liberation, so that doesn't help us here. What card
Yeah.
was used for the thumbnail? I believe I used the thumbnail today was the Crimson Frenemies extension roll.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was Crimson Frenemies.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna read this card again. I thought he was only doubling on.
So he gets bigger.
Yes.
He just doesn't he just doesn't burn anything.
Great card in ABC.
Well, we have
Three
another Lorite, but
Lorites.
this doesn't have an enter effect.
Yeah, double check is fine.
Try to chalice check me there.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
it's like I drew 3 Lorites. I'm like, I'm just gonna play.
Well,
one.
he took the I think he took the 8 from the Fenrir.
No,
'Cause he didn't
blocked with
block.
another.
No,
Oh, yeah, he
he's-
didn't.
Yeah, he didn't block it.
Oh.
He just put the bodies
What?
out. It's fine. He
So-
has a Glorian's water transformation magic
I,
right
I, will-
here,
yeah, that's what I wanted
Having
to
the-
say as well.
having the
double,
2 bodies.
Double Lorette.
It does
Glorian
put
magic.
it does put us in a position where as long as one of them resolves and there's not a lot of life left to be able to fight over it, like we're in a pretty good spot. Fenrir has flying? Mechanized Fenrir does not have flying. It does when it's ordered. You right. He doesn't have a
Hmm.
Glorian still in graveyard. He's cast that Glorians twice. You can see it there in the RFG. It's just glary whenever Stephen moves his hand. Having a Glorian's water transformation magic puts him in a good position to try to win here.
Oh,
Hard
another
cast,
one.
Hard cast of Fates Reunited.
Hmm.
Don't know what we're using this Fates Reunited for.
I'm not so sure either.
It gets his it does get his mechanized Fenrir his doggos back.
Oh yeah, true.
It gets in the
Because it's,
regalia beasts.
Yeah, it's a regalia.
Ray Asdable and
Is that Action Jackson?
What?
It is.
yeah, double can't play it. No.
They're having a bit of fun. It
Yeah,
seems.
yeah.
Yeah.
Play water regalia beast for water so you can liberation. That's certainly a play.
Oh yeah, that could be real play.
Because he becomes the attribute, right?
Yes.
So you just choose water. Well, you don't, he needs to play regalia beast first. Why were we not playing regalia beast first? This is a 3 Tea Party members. Because then it could be free.
Yeah, I
But-
agree.
I don't know. We're just drawing.
Oh, he cannot because of the Fenrir. It doesn't draw.
Oh, it doesn't dry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. But still, you can still be free. And Regalia Beast is as this card enters, so
Yep.
you would
it
still
wouldn't
be
apply.
able, like Mechanized Fenrir wouldn't apply, right? Because it's
Yeah.
before.
Yes, before.
Remove a liberation from the gray.
Oh.
Remove the Liberation to produce
Oh.
water. We're gonna Judgment Faria. She's out here. Or Charlotte.
Yeah, Judgment Charlotte. So sadly, it doesn't have an enter.
But I mean, we already have 5 cards in hand.
Yes.
We can put 2 water cards back for Liberation if we've got one in hand,
Hmm.
including the Liberation.
There is. Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's very good.
Yeah. Liberation, tuck it back. Target Charlotte. Target the
Also unchaseable, so
yeah, the Fenrir's just dead.
cannot. Yeah.
Now we have abilities again, so now we can play Regalia Beasts, and then we can play all of the Tea Party members. Although this Tea Party member currently is threatening lethal just by itself.
Yeah. I think this is a very interesting spot to be in now.
Yeah. Well, because the other thing too is like this Agni will be 800 to 1,000 damage on turn. The problem here is just like the low life total. Like,
Yeah,
I think
this
there's a
would
world where
be-
is there a world where you just swing in with these Lorites?
I mean,
Yeah, just
yeah.
takes it, goes down to
Yeah.
7.
A Chlorian transformation magic would have been nice in response
Yeah,
to
just in response to the blocks.
blockers. Yeah. Oh no way.
Wato, Kusanagi, Moko.
What?
The Tea Party member? Give it Swift.
What?
Bato and Kusanagi Makoto
What does this
to
card
give
do
it
again?
swiftness.
No.
Dive 1, target resonator gains swiftness.
Oh my. What?
What a play. The jank. The
The
jank ghost
jank.
in the shell card.
No way.
Goddard to produce red. Oh, light, or produce white, light lightning. We could use Therapist to kill the Tea Party member. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we gave it swiftness. So that's
Yep,
a
against
good
swiftness.
save. That's a good save. We played the Regalia Beasts.
I mean, still got those,
Another
right?
Tea Party member? Only 2 cards in hand for Steven. Swing with the second Lorite? I don't know. Probably
So-
not. It just gets blocked by the
Yeah,
Regalia
yeah.
at this point.
Oh, tap out. Oh, another one.
Well,
yeah.
we'll have Will from the Regalia Beasts.
Yeah.
So
Unless there's like a order main phase Fenrir.
yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
That'll be bad. Man, we got to see the Bato. Yeah, we just block. You just
Yeah.
block with the Agni.
So
You gotta
I think like Logan's
try.
gonna get a problem now with the life he's in and the stones he has. Everything
Yeah.
hurts.
That's the biggest problem here is everything hurts, and you're only at 7. If Dante enters the game of God, single-handedly solves his problem. Like an ordered Fenrir, into a Dante enters the game of gods, and we're fine. You're good to
The
go.
Agni also is like incredibly big. It's an
10-10 right now.
yeah.
So if we do mechanized Fenrir, it'll be a 12-12. So again,
Yeah.
you can afford to pay the 2. You can afford to pay the 4 that you would need to do here if it's mechanized Fenrir plus Dante enters because there's no will available.
Take 3, go to 1. Oh. I think we missed the life
Yeah,
swing
missed
somewhere.
some life.
Oh, Dracula. Oh,
That's
oh, that's gross.
that's immediate. No floating will there.
1 life.
He doesn't
Oh,
draw any
no.
cards though because he's not destroying anything. But then he can swing in
Yes.
for 10 or 12.
Oh my.
11 to 1. Callstone. He has a light will, which is
So he
helpful
has light and 3
for a light.
colorless.
4
colorless.
colorless, yeah.
Oh.
And then you probably don't swing with the. You probably don't
No.
swing with the therapist because you want to protect, just in case there's
Yeah.
some weird jank about to come down.
Oh my. So you can only play 1 Regreda, right?
He can play. He can't even play that because no white. Yeah, he has access to
Yeah.
1 Rigveda from white. Yeah.
Oh my. So the problem is you cannot play Dantes anymore because this is 1.
Yeah. No. I mean, the board is threatening lethal, right? The Agni is currently
Yeah.
hit, and the -7/-7 means that like pretty much anything dies immediately. Like you don't have a good avenue. It has to be exactly Tea Party members. He could play the Bato and Kusanagi Motoko.
Oh yeah, true. You can play this.
I think it still dies immediately though. No, it's a 10-12, so it does get to survive.
And it has swiftness. So it kills the therapist as well.
Reassembling the broken mask, getting hard cast. We're gonna heal.
Oh.
We're gonna heal Faria, although apparently not. It's not in graveyard, so he still has to pay 4 for it.
Yeah.
Does he see that he can play the Bato?
I don't know if he sees it. Though Samael has to get rid of the Dracula. So he could kill with the enter. He could kill the therapist.
He could kill the
But somehow
therapist,
needs to
and
get rid
then
of the.
the -7's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, but
We only need to do 100. If he gets rid, so here's the thing: if he gets rid of the, he can't. Oh no, wait, we're fine here. If he gets rid of the therapist, then he can use Charlotte to tap down
Oh,
the
yeah, to
Dracula and you
activate.
swing
Oh,
for
yeah.
lethal.
Yeah,
Because
I think
Charlotte can
fine.
now hit J rulers. Does he notice that?
Because there's no way this Bato Kusagi like does anything for me here. Because
No.
Well,
he's not-
I hear him saying it doesn't do anything
Yeah.
for me, and I'm just like, my guy, it absolutely does. That's really funny.
You're right, but like I think at this point you have to take the chance, right? Next
Oh
turn you're
yeah,
dead,
for
so-
sure, 100%. Well, there's also a world where, like, yeah, it costs you 5, but if he doesn't have Rigveda here, you're off to the races.
you know, yeah, we'll play the. 'Cause I'm pretty sure none of this gets like.
Playing the reassembling the broken mask.
I
I
don't
don't know
I
if
don't
this
like
helps us at all. I mean, you draw some cards.
Choose another player.
that. Yeah.
Does Kusanagi cost? It's a 5-mana card. I can. Yeah.
You have 1 card in hand.
I have 1 card in hand. You
This is the
really
Rigveda.
Like a Rigveda cancel here. Wow.
Yeah, he
Oof,
has the
okay.
Rigveda.
Okay.
I drew it in the dead.
Yeah, he's conceding game 1 and
Yeah,
we go
yeah.
into game 2. Sitting at 100 life. 100 life is all you
Wow.
need.
1 with 100. Oof.
Crazy.
They are all clumped at the bottom.
Yeah, his hand was trash. So he would have been
Yeah.
even the Bato line wouldn't have been able to help there, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh no, it would have. Oh no.
He has the
Oh,
Rigveda
no.
in hand, yeah. So he had no way to be able to pitch
He
to
would have
reassembling
needed to get rid of the therapist beforehand because then he could use
Right.
the activate to discard.
to cancel the Rigveda
Yeah.
while tapping down the J ruler.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the therapist did a lot of damage.
That therapist came down on turn 1 and sat there for the whole game.
Yeah, that was a scary one. Great game 1.
Yeah,
Oh.
very cool. Very cool to see the Shiva
Wow.
deck in action. That was
So
awesome.
a lot
Going
of
down
cards
to 1.
that didn't have
Yeah,
Edna's in the wall.
Order Dracula. We got to talk about how Revolution Order is a keyword and grants, now is granted to the J ruler. So
Yes.
Light Lightning works against ordered cards, which is huge, provided you can get a J Resonator your turn. Yeah.
Order's still doing strong, I think.
Yeah, for sure. This is a very cool match.
Yeah.
Very cool game. I'm glad we got the chance to show it off. The winner of this, I believe, plays the winner. The winner of this plays against Matt Lindley.
I mean, the winner's Logan Rest.
Logan. So Logan will play against Matt. Oh no, actually, let me look at the breakdown here. So this is 2-7 who plays against the winner of 3-6. Yeah, so Logan will play against Matt next round. So Shiva will be facing up against Mask next round. Yeah, the only life that matters is the last one against a deck like Charlotte. Yeah, for sure, she has to actually kill you.
Your life is a resource.
Very cool. Very fun. Oh, whoops. Make it so that we can actually read. Play a quick ad here while we get into sideboarding for their game 2.
I'm interested to see what's going to come in and what's going to come out.
Yeah. Imagine Shiva winning this whole thing.
Oh my.
Imagine Order Shiva winning the whole event.
That would be funny.
That'd be so sick. And a great credit to Logan. Logan has been a phenomenal deck builder who brings in some really awesome stuff.
Yes.
And so it's cool to see him continue to do that and showcase his deck building prowess and building some off the wall stuff and doing well. He also played Shiva at Worlds, I believe.
Oh, he did.
They played I think he was considering Order Shiva at Worlds and then ended up playing Mooj Groose, but. Cool to see him go no, we're going back. We're going back to what we wanted to do. Mechanized Fenrir is a good card.
Yeah, she was also great against Resonator base decks because it's hard to get rid of, right?
Yeah.
Man's the Lightning. Gyro Destruction is not really a thing a lot of people play, so...
It was Dante, I think, with similar concept. Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember if he was. I think he was considering a villain's order deck with mechanized Fenrir.
Yeah.
In some way. Still waiting to see how our other matches are going. No other news, so everybody must be in game 1.
Yeah, probably.
Trying to check in and see how things are going. We're certainly in game 2 of Ayush on G&G versus Books. Just wondering how Mask versus Books is going.
Oh yeah, Patrick versus...
Pat is up 1. So
he's
Books
up
is
1?
Books is
Oh,
up 1
no.
against Mask. Books versus G&G is currently 1-1. So
Ooh, very hard matches.
yeah, pretty exciting stuff. So we will go. Our top 4 will be the winner of Ayush versus our top 4 match for the stream will be the winner of Ayush versus Daniel, and the winner of Misha versus Patrick, because they're in the opposite bracket as this one. So
maybe the book mirror will come through.
We could with 2 very different book decks.
Yeah, that would be interesting
if we
to see.
Book Burn versus Control Book. This is we talked about this before. I think might be Control Book favored.
Yeah, could definitely be. I mean, but he would have never said that the book mirror was a thing, right, in the past?
Yeah, for sure.
Blast from the
These
past.
joke rulers suddenly making their way to the top tables.
I think like Masterpiece did a really good job with enabling a lot of rulers again.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably not. No. It is. Yeah. I remember that. Card game.
Seems like we're finishing sighting.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh yeah, mulligan all 4, by the way.
Full mulligan of 4 cards.
I imagine Steven takes the coin.
Doesn't? No, it looks like we gave Shiva the coin. I see
Oh,
something
no.
on top of. I mean, we can't turn 1 order a Fenrir, but we can't turn 1 order a Therapist. We could turn 1 order an Alabaster, but that doesn't do very much against.
Yeah, that's not so good.
It does make turn 1 order Alabaster does make 3 Tea Party members feel a lot worse.
Yeah.
Right? It makes them pretty much uncastable.
I don't have
Coin, I think it's maybe there's a take that I'm not aware of, but I think giving coin as the control deck is always a bit of a
He's failing to find Broken
find.
Mask.
Oh, what?
Oh, he's got it in hand. So why wouldn't you grab reassembling the Broken Mask?
Yeah, I was thinking
why
as
would
well.
you just grab reassembling instead to keep your hand size at 5?
Why would I lie to you, Boo?
What? There's just.
Oh no!
What? Does he have both of them in hand?
Oh, that would have been heartbreaking.
Yeah, he has to have had both. If he's playing a 1 of, I have to pull up the deck list.
I'm looking right now.
Yeah, could you check?
Yeah, he's playing 1.
One.
He's playing 1.
So he has to have both in hand. Oof! Wow.
He's 1 inside though. I think
you probably
maybe
don't. You don't board 1 in this matchup against the order deck. Why would you? Especially the order deck playing Shiva. Now he could have boarded it out.
Yeah, definitely a consideration to board it out, I think. But that's like, starting with 3 cards of like 4 cards is that's a very dangerous thing.
Oof, that's rough though. That's real
Yeah,
rough.
That's very rough.
We're just gonna see turn 1 Therapist. It's fine. Don't worry about it. They're just gonna really feel it.
Yeah, the Therapist does a lot in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean that 1 Therapist sat on field for literally the entire game.
Ooh.
Or we're just gonna say, nah, we're just gonna order this Agni.
Oh my god, the clock on turn 1.
That's certainly a choice.
That's scary.
And he didn't pick green. So he can use Charlotte's effect if he has Aqua Feather, but if he doesn't have
Yeah.
Aqua Feather, we're in for a bad time. Oh, we got there.
Oh yeah. So I imagine using the Aqua Feather on the end of turn.
If I had Aqua Feather, yeah, that'd be like pretty.
He does not have
Oh,
Aqua
it
Feather.
doesn't
We just
have
heard it.
it.
Yeah. We just heard it. You absolutely would Aqua Feather the gaining
Yeah.
two, the gaining 2+1/+1 counters.
So the problem with the
because
order
then you just
Agni,
turn Agni
yeah.
off here. No, I mean we're on a clock.
yeah,
you
the
know?
problem with the ordered Agni is he will wipe the board end of turn, so the Regalia
No,
just
Agni
goes away.
hits face.
Oh, Agni hits face. Oh.
Agni hits face. This is what I'm saying. We're on a clock. Like we're about to
Oh,
take 4
no.
damage, then 8 damage, then 16 damage. That like against Mask, to tell Mask, hey, by the way, you're dead in 3 turns, not a great spot for Mask to be in.
No, definitely not. So the problem, yeah, he needs to pull Light Lightning now.
It has to be
or
Light
something.
Lightning. It has to be
It has
exactly.
to be Light Lightning.
Yeah. He doesn't even have to attack. Like he's just like, no, it's fine.
Yeah, this is scary.
It has
like,
to be Light Lightning or Liberation of the Waters, but Liberation of the
Yeah.
Waters costs us 3 will here.
yeah,
And
that's
can like get canceled by a Rigveda, although we don't have the will for Rigveda right now. Light Lightning, the order gives the keyword revolution to like what does it give?
the Revolution Order.
It gives the text from the order, the keyword, to the ruler or to the resonator. So now it's been granted a keyword it didn't initially have.
Force Resonance.
Force
nature, right?
resonance. Yeah, it gives
Yeah.
the force resonance ability to it. So
Yeah.
there's our Tea Party members for 1. And just a pass. Oh no, Tea Party members. Float some water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a newer ruling is because it's only come up kind of recently. Oh, let's see. This Agni's gonna put in some serious work here though.
Yeah, the Agni will hurt a lot.
Do we have a Liberation of the Waters right now to get rid of it? Paying 3?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yes.
kind of what I'm at too.
Oh, not a good hand, I think.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna just run out this
Falchion.
Oh, Falchion. Okay.
Okay.
Not great.
It gives him a turn, right? Because like the Agni's gonna hit him for 8 here and then 16.
So yeah.
With the Tea Party members and the Falchion, next turn we could see the Falchion OTK. It's not unheard of. And the fact that Logan only has Lunar Stone up is not the best stone for him to be able to do Rigveda stuff.
I mean, the Regrader can do this white stone. Can
Oh,
play
that's
for
true.
white.
Yeah, that's true. It can be used for white.
The Rigveda is
But he does.
always
But it would tap. Doing a Rigveda at this point would tap out Logan.
Yeah.
So that's not a good spot to be in.
Definitely.
Oof.
Oh, taking 8. Oof.
Books versus Mask is going to game 3 as well.
Oh. Okay.
Everybody going to game. This match might go to a game 3. Not that.
Yeah,
We know
this
the
is very
results,
close,
but
yeah, these are very close matches.
yeah, for sure. 2 will open, so we can have a Rigveda. We're gonna take 16 at the end of this turn, go down to 12, but 12 isn't lethal.
Yeah, 12 is
So
not
with judgment from Charlotte, we might be able to deal $4,000 here. We can drain some life by blocking the Agni if it attacks.
He can also use the Charlotte to tap it.
If he wants to, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. When you move to combat,
We are going to try
Yeah.
to, yeah, we are going to try to tap it down.
So the problem is the
I think that's
Rigveda will
fine
stop
though.
it.
Yeah, if it does though, you just block with the Tea Party members and then you have a free turn and you gain
Yeah.
you gain 800 life.
He doesn't have Pierce, right?
Yeah, no, he doesn't have Pierce.
we'll discard this water transformation to rest the Agni.
And there's a water transformation.
Yeah. Okay, so this gives an avenue. Next turn, the Falchion.
Yeah, the Falchion will get to be very large.
Mhm.
So Agni is
Okay.
tapped. And Shiva has up for 1 point of interaction. Right? If it's a Rigveda.
Yeah.
Or a Light Lightning. But Light Lightning doesn't super help here.
I will take 16.
Oh my.
Now it's down to 10.
Oof.
But hey, we got a 4,000 damage right now or bust.
Yes.
But with the Glory and Transformation Magic in Graveyard, that seems pretty likely, especially since we can also Judgment Charlotte too. And we have Regalia Beast, so we'll have four.
Yeah.
We'll have 4 will, and if there's a Liberation in Graveyard, then we'll have 5 will. Right? So it's kind of based on what we see here. And we get to drain some life, although it doesn't super matter because it'll be 32. So that's just dead.
Yeah. The Agni needs to get the
A
Agni
light
off the
lightning
board.
to get the Agni off the board also solves the
Yeah.
problem. Yeah, Shiva Control was also just like, hey, by the way, here's an Agni.
Yeah.
we pivoted a bit here in game 2.
I mean, mid-range.
Let's see what we have here.
Controlling your life, yeah, true.
Let's see. I mean, it's obviously swing with Falchion.
Yeah, I think the Falchion needs to swing.
Or sorry, you pump up then Judgment.
Yeah.
You want to leave open. Well, we're just going. I think starting with the Tea Party members makes sense. It's 8, gives him a little bit more life. $32 to 18. Again, the Agni's just gonna kill him anyway.
Yeah.
A single Liberation is really good here.
He wouldn't need some cards in Excel though. I think unchaseable.
I mean, I meant to discard it to produce will for
Oh
Judgment
yeah,
or Charlotte,
definitely.
right? Because of the Falchion, you just discard it to pump up. Yes, most control decks can't play their finishers turn 1. That's a fair point. What are we doing?
So he has 2 will to play the Rigveda.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, we're going combat still.
Okay, we're not trying to.
Yeah.
Swing 7.
Okay, swing and face.
Damage before damage calculation. Pitch +4.
Okay.
Okay.
Pitch +4.
Oh, not a Falchion.
Okay. So we're now hitting for 15.
Oh, Glorian. Okay.
Glorian's water transformation. Mode 2.
It's not enough though.
So that doesn't work also because it becomes.
No, that's the. He's having to pay 1 extra because of the mask. He's doing modes 1 and 3.
Oh yeah, so giving him the plus. Okay, yeah, it does become. Yeah.
Is that? I'm sorry. Back to nature.
Back to nature. Oh, what a cyborg card.
Unchaseable. Back to nature on the Falchion.
That is
Wow.
Wow.
Well, that's just the game.
Yeah.
That's just the
Wow.
game, and the Agni gets there. Wow. The 1 point of interaction we had was back to nature.
Holy.
So the Agni's going to burn for 32, and that is going to be it. Wow.
That is wild.
What a way to end it.
I have feather. I can cancel to not die, but then I just die on your turn. So what's the
Yeah, drew into a feather, but can't cancel the burn. So, wow. Agni,
Wow.
Agni burn saying, hey, you don't have enough of a clock. You're dead. Wow, crazy,
Yeah,
crazy.
Long played 3 cards, I think, this game.
Yeah, Agni, back to nature, and that was it. and a 1 Rigveda, I think. I don't remember
Yeah, I
what
think
the other
there's-
card was.
No, there was even non-regrader. It was 2. Wow, incredible.
Crazy.
Yeah.
An Agni. We played an Agni and we played a Back to Nature and we win the game.
Oh my.
Sometimes that's just all you need. Well played. Well
Yeah, very
played.
well.
Didn't even need Holscheiser to concede. You just won it anyway.
Yeah.
Earned it. Earned it. Okay, so we're still waiting to find out what how the pairings are going before. Both of the other matches are game 3, so we will have to wait and find out what those are going to be. Pretty awesome. This was
This was awesome.
What a great match to watch, and truly unfortunate to see both Mask and If We Boarded Out repairing the broken Mask.
Oh yeah, definitely. But that's like a possibility, right?
I think there's a world where you like shouldn't ever actually board out repairing the broken Mask.
I don't think you should either.
like you should always, so that if you have one, you always can at least get the other to keep your hand at 5. Like, you know what I mean? Because the worst comes to worst, it's a discard to a Falchion or a discard to Charlotte. I also will say I think in that position, I don't know. There's a part where I think you pitch a card to, instead of going for that Glorian's line, if you pitch first to try to give it barrier, you eat up. If you pitch a card to give Holscheiser or to give barrier to the Falchion, then you immediately know that like Back to Nature has to happen then, right? Because then that taps you out, and so then you can adapt the rest of your turn. Because here's the thing: if he had done instead of swinging with the in that matchup, right? If he pitches to Falchion to protect it first, and the Back to Nature comes down and kills it, then instead of swinging at face with the 3 Tea Party members, you Glory and Transformation Water Magic the Tea Party members to pump them up, and then you throw the Tea Party members at the Agni, and then you're fine.
Yeah. You kill the Agni until I think this would have been the safer line, more sure.
Yeah, I think we went for a silly line, and I think the safer
a bit of a desperation play for sure.
Yeah, especially knowing that knowing that he gets only 1 point of interaction there at all, I think, and having seen the sideboards, I do think that like playing the safer route would have been better, because also in that position you gain a bunch of life, and in the same way you probably get to also Judgment Charlotte. Like, so yeah, I don't know. The problem is the biggest issue there is that I don't know, actually, you're one wheel short of being able to play Judgment Charlotte and do Glorian's Transformation, but you still get the Agni off board and drain a bunch of life and buy yourself a lot more time.
Yeah, right? you force Logan to have another answer.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, very cool. We'll wait to see. Ayush has beaten Dan 2-1.
So 1 book down.
They're still rolling on game 3. So right now the top 4 is Mask, Book, Giotto, and either a second Mask it's Mask, Shiva, Giotto, and we're waiting on Brain. We're waiting to find out if it's a second Mask or Book in the top 4. So we will be back shortly. As we get ready for top 4. So see y'all in a bit.
Hi Rez, are you enjoying the new format, Paradox? 3 weeks ago, we released the new set, Masterpiece Collection 02, Fates Reunited, which has been a blast, but the story has to continue, and we left the world of Protopolis on the brink of war. It is time to announce the 4th set of the Trinity cluster. Alex Sansta and Zaki have achieved the impossible, preventing the kingdoms of Protopolis from plunging into all-out war. A peace treaty has been signed by all nations surrounding the sacred ruins, and yet war has begun. But this will not be just any war. From the depths of the interdimensional void, the conqueror, Gil Lapis, has descended upon Protopolis, and he does not come alone. At his side march, his most loyal and fearsome allies, Ashwin, Commander of Darkest Fires, Sylvia, Blade of the Primogenitor, and Blazer, Gil Rabus, behind them. An army of Cryptis spreads like an unstoppable plague. But this is only the beginning. 2 unexpected allies have joined him. Thoth, a god wielding the power of Sandora, commanding the undead hordes of sand, and the ultimate calamity, Helen, the Witch of Forgotten Memories. The enemy of the first Witch War of Protopolis disappeared long time ago, becoming nothing more than a whispered ghost among the survivors. With the entire world on the brink of destruction, its fate hangs by a thread. The Coalition, Academy City, the Hanada Group, and the 3 kingdoms of the Underworld, the Light Castle, the Federation, and the Forest of Amilsol must unite under a single banner. The heroes rise. Lucy, Laika, Alex Sansta, Goliath Hanada, Hachiska Sansta, Moonglow 8th, Ruchiel, Yobze, Utnes, Echo, and even Wu Xiaofu, who must finally uncover whether he is truly just a cat. Before the end, 10 North will be sworn. 10 North that will shape the fate on an entire world and one snap. The final battle between light and darkness is about to begin. Who will emerge victorious? The war is here. It is time to pick a side in the finale of the Trinity cluster. The 4th and last booster pack of the Trinity cluster, 10 North of the Protopolis War, will be available in late May 2025. We will know soon more about the story of this set. 4 new rulers, Queen Hachiska, Robomaeda, Ashwin, and Helen, and 1 returning ruler, Gil Lapis, which will be included in the Memorial Collection, will appear in this collection to take a part of the war. As with every end of the cluster set, T4 will support all rulers released during the Trinity cluster, with new support cards for each ruler of the Trinity cluster, enhancing the new strategies for them. This set also introduces a unique new ability, Oath, a way to express determination to win the war through cards. We will know more about Oath and this part of the story very soon. Stay tuned for the videos. Alright, before we finish for today, we have a question for you. We were preparing for the WGP 2025 prizes. We'd like to know what would you like to receive as a prize for the most important event of the year. We'd also like to know what would you like to find in the official WGP store. To do so, leave us the answers to these 2 questions in the comments and go to the community section of the same YouTube channel, where there will be a poll where you can vote for the options you like the most. With this information, our development team will prepare the WGP 2025 prizes, but don't worry, even if what you voted is not the chosen one, we will use the result and comments as reference, not to decide exactly what we're going to do. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.
After much effort, peace has returned to Proto-Paterpolis. But while exploring what remains of the sacred ruins, Lucy, Laika, Zaki, and Robomida discover a magical seal, a glyph. Hidden within it, they discover Wan Xia, the witch of Tower Number 1.
Wang Xia, is that you? I thought you were dead.
Wang Xia is the missing piece of the puzzle. She knows the truth about Helen. She is the Witch of Calamity, the powerful villain against whom all of Proto-Paterpolis fought during the First Witch War. Her power is to erase the memories of others and give them new, twisted memories to control them.
Lucy, that means Helen isn't your mother. And if the Calamity is to return, we must be prepared. I will find all the help I can get. My master Yokoshima hid many secrets. I will seek out his secret laboratory and his Imaginarium, the places where he retreated to unleash his creativity. I'll leave now, but I'll return with an army. I'm sure Master Yokoshima left everything prepared for the return of the Calamity. She murdered Master Yokoshima, and I couldn't do anything. This time, I'll make sure she never harms the Hanada family again.
For many years, Robomida has been the guardian of Hanada family, the protector of his master Yokoshima's bloodline, and, in a sense, the true leader of the Hanada group. Saddened by his inability to save Yokoshima's life, now that Robomida knows he'll have a chance to avenge his master, he will do everything in his power to defeat the witch Helen, also known as the Calamity, and take revenge. Robomida has two very different playstyles. He can focus on following the order of his current master, Goliath Hanada, and use build and demolition. Or he can use what he learned from his former master, Yokoshima Hanada, and use Call of the Monarch. If he follows the Goliath Hanada strategy, Robomida
I'm not gonna make you wait. I can do the opening stuff. I just wanted to notify Cal.
We are getting
Okay.
set
All right.
up
Which one of
here.
you is the higher seed?
Yeah.
Ayush.
Ayush.
Me.
All right. Ayush, do you want to go first or second?
Good question. We'll choose to go second here.
Second. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
You guys can shuffle up, do cuts, and then resolve mulligans, and then we'll start the timer after that.
Okay, getting started here.
I already shuffled me.
So this is the
Okay.
fated matchup, the fated meta matchup.
Yeah, and Misha with winning over books. Now we have neither of the book decks won, unfortunately. So we have two
No.
masks, Gil Giotto and Shiva. But because Misha already has an invite, this does mean that all of the other top 4 players automatically earn their invites.
Go ahead and do mulligans. Your
Yeah.
timer won't start yet.
So pretty exciting there. Congrats to Ayush, Matthew Lindley, and Logan Moses for qualifying for Worlds.
Congrats, boys. Proud of you.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Doing their mulligans here before we start the timer on round.
Ayush taking the coin. Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's arguably correct to do that because going first, you'd get the fate, but at the same time, like your fate subruler doesn't actually get you,
Yeah.
like you don't have cryptids, like
Yeah.
Vessel doesn't really work. So you want to be able to possibly try to play a turn one. You want to be able to try to do double Suya on one, right?
Mhm.
So like that's pretty like
All
going
right,
second
gentlemen.
sets you that up. To be able to do
Welcome
that.
to top 4. You have 60 minutes. You may begin.
And with that, we start our timer, and we are in it here. So we want to try to do the double Suya. We saw Ayush do exactly the same kind of thing. I imagine we might even not see him grab the subruler and just reveal Shiva spectator.
Oh yeah, very possible.
Very possible here. We have Mask out here. And yeah, he is going to do Shiva and Rogue. Yep, it's just better in this matchup. The subruler doesn't really help much here. We saw that before. That's exactly how like Ayush answered the push and then punished being tapped out with a Shiva to clear the board and push through for lethal, right?
Shiva is a strong card to
Fates
take into consideration.
Reunited is certainly a consideration. We're doing a turn 1. This is probably the Regalia Beast. Yep, this is the way to try to protect the turn 1 mask from double Suya.
Mm.
So this line has been very good across all the mask lists. He's going to go ahead and pitch to draw a card and cycle. Yeah, we always try to swap back and forth between. Everyone can tell it. Usually can stop saying he's a bad player. Yeah, for sure. Do we see double Suya? Certainly see one.
Yeah, so there is a...
Oh, no, we're going to go for an Ashwin
Oh,
on one.
Ashwin, yeah. So this could be Water Phoenix.
I think
though.
this is still pretty good. Oh,
Oh,
God,
yeah.
and we didn't have the Aqua Feather. And then he
Oh.
still gets to go get... Oof. Wow, didn't have the Aqua Feather to answer it. That is
That's a
painful.
strong.
And he
That's
can
strong.
He can tuck the card back on the bottom.
Just move the top card of your RFG to the bottom to hit you for 4.
Don't put the top card. That's Mask.
Is it random?
He's going to randomize it so
Okay.
that he doesn't
Because it doesn't know it's
he
red.
doesn't know what
so-
card it is. So
Yeah.
Just we can roll a die for it.
it doesn't have to be random.
The problem is though, because it's a non-reveal card, you just put anything, so you would
Yeah.
you would take advantage, right?
Right.
And then
So now we don't know what card's on the bottom. But this is, I mean, what a start. We got the
Wow.
Ashwin out. That's really no protection on the Mask.
go to end of turn to mill 2.
Ends the turn mills too. Wow.
Wow, strong turn 1. Very strong. Curious to see what's gonna come out now.
Yeah, if it goes from public to face down removed, I think you're allowed to know which is the mask. Yeah, I think so, but you certainly wouldn't want to put the mask back in the deck. You're like, I answered it, I want it gone. We're gonna pitch and cycle here. Misha trying to draw into something.
So I don't think he would need to also show the card since it's private.
You have to verify that it's a card with inheritance.
Oh, okay.
Because for Glorious, right?
Oh yeah, true.
Wow, I'm thoroughly surprised. We have just seen the mask decks just not have the protection to mask.
Yeah.
Every time they've been on stream, they've just not had the protection for it. This is a lot of damage coming Misha's way next turn. Like, multi-strike on Searing Dead, multi-strike on Ashwin. Like,
yeah, this is a lot.
We're gonna just judgment.
Oh.
We're just judgmenting Charlotte just to try to get her out.
I mean, it's a good setup to.
Yeah.
This is a bit dangerous, though.
It is a little bit dangerous because right now, you don't have the will to be able to bounce anything, whereas before you at least had the will to be able to tap something.
Yeah.
Right. So now we can just go in with multi-strike Searing Dead. Start with Searing Dead for multi-strike. It's 16.
Oh, oof.
Multi-strike Bane.
Oh, no blocks. Ooh. So
goes down to 20. I mean, like, this Ashwin can just be lethal right now. Because you can just activate Maker 11. Like, this Ashwin could be just lethal. I mean, there's got to be Light Lightning, I would hope, is like the only out or something. He can't tap down. He's
J-Ruler.
J-Ruler. He costs 2 will. Yeah, the judgment here.
We'll activate to give her +1 and Eternal. We'll bomb 2 cards.
Yeah, so Ashwin just gonna go in here. Gonna try to go up to being 800. And do it again. She has Eternal now. So 9, it'll be 18.
Yeah. So 18.
Yeah, just
like
that.
Wow. Going to 2? Okay.
Going down to 2. Yeah, this is
hand, maybe?
I don't know if he main decks Lumias.
I would like to, attempt to go to discard.
Discarded hand of
Triggers, end of turn triggers first.
Yeah, mill 2. Oh, wow.
Wow.
I don't play red decks.
True. Ooh, discarding the Suya.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, crazy.
So there
I
is
don't know,
now.
Why did we flip the Charlotte? We didn't even draw any cards.
So there is a real chance.
Is it just for Glorian's transformation magic?
I think there is a real chance that the Glorians is gonna calm down now. Oh my god.
Yeah, we just do Ashwin trigger. And if you play a spell total cost 1 or more without paying any will, to just use Lunar Protective Lifeform as a burn spell.
Wow. I have not seen the.
Wow.
Wow.
Don't give him the
Burning.
time. That's very fair.
Yeah, I mean,
just go to his turn. Don't give him the time to be able to interact. He can't possibly discard
so
anything.
you would need to cancel the trigger right now.
Yeah, but he can't.
The
Because
rule
he's already flipped the Charlotte. He has no way to cancel the trigger.
Maybe Lorite?
It would have to be Lorite. And
The
even
rule
then,
is Moria only makes
it'll make green and white right now.
Yeah, green right, because Glorious is the only one.
Oh, this.
Yep. Oof! Wow. That's
Oh,
that. I mean,
wow.
that is just lethal. You said we're not going to give you time to set up. This is probably what we might have seen. What happened to Daniel? Wow, what a play!
Wow.
Using Lunar Protective to gain 15 and make it so you don't take burn damage, but then just shoot for 7 because of the Ashwin. Min, he's trying to use Ashwin's thing before Misha even draws to just burn him for 7. He's gonna pitch to draw cycle. No, we're in Misha's turn before draw. Raymond, he's trying to do this before draw. Gains 100.
Okay.
Bring a card. I don't. What are you? It has to be Lorite.
Yeah, you have to draw.
Yeah,
a lot.
just
Yeah.
go. Nope,
Oh,
just
yeah.
going to game 2. Wow.
That was a crazy play.
You have 3 minutes for sideboarding.
Color me surprised.
Wow.
And just again, that was just did not have anything there. Like the Ashwin got to come in, did not get answered. No Aqua Feathers.
That was a very strong turn 1, turn 2.
Yeah, for sure.
Getting rid of the mask and not like Misha not having an answer for it is also a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely. So like you probably put Ayush on the play, strangely enough here, right? Because again, the
Yeah,
Sub-Ruler
I
doesn't
would
really
think
do
so as
anything.
well.
You want the extra card, the extra will.
Game 2 could be more favored to Misha, but like game 3 will be uphill battle.
Got some brutal games on stream so far. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Using Lunar Protective Life Form as a burn spell. Like, crazy. Crazy. Burn 7 because Ashwin is 4 plus the cost of the card.
Yep.
Oh no, if you don't own that card, so it would just be 4,
Oh,
not
okay.
7.
It's
You're
4.
right. It is just 4.
Oh, yeah.
Because
For sure.
you own it, so you just burn 4. So I mean, if Misha could have gained a little bit more life, you could have been fine. But yeah, it's pay 0, burn 4. It's more actually pay 0, lose 4. So actually that line against Daniel, that line shouldn't have been possible unless Daniel didn't have an out to the Ashwin because Grimoire makes it so you can't lose life.
Yep.
So
I mean, you can just nuke the Grimoire with the Ashwin.
Yeah, I'm saying if he didn't have an answer for the Ashwin.
Oh yeah.
Right, and Gordon and Daniel's version of the list was probably playing a lot more things to answer. Yeah, crazy game 1. That was just oof. I have not seen that line before, so caught me off guard for sure.
Oh,
Absolutely
me neither.
wild. Ayush is here for that paid invite. He got the last invite of the season last year, and now he's out here trying to get the first paid invite of the season. No mercy.
Yeah, I mean, gotta do what's gotta do.
I think you go second.
Yeah, you
100% of the time.
You definitely go second with mask.
There's no reason, like, because the sub-ruler doesn't do anything until he answers the mask. So you want, this gives you.
I think this is correct.
It gives you 2 will to interact with an Ashwin that costs. It gives you 2 will to interact with an Ashwin that costs Ayush's entire turn. Right, and so that's a pretty good spot to be in, right?
Also, you can scale a bit more because it needs 2 will main phase to cast the Ashwin.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like you can do a turn 1 Regalia Beast.
Yeah, set up.
And then have Regalia Beast plus coin to be able to interact with an Ashwin that requires an entire full tap out from Ayush on turn turn 2. Now, I mean, granted, we could see the turn 1 Suya, but I got to imagine you're like hard mulliganing for Aqua Feather Phoenixes and stuff here, right?
Yeah, Aqua Feather and Lorites.
Revealing the power of salvation or reassembling the broken mask doesn't do anything in this matchup because you don't have any cards in your graveyard.
Yeah, that's not a. I don't think like you played it in this deck against Chilchiota.
Yeah.
So the good thing is, as long as the mask is on field, the sub-ruler doesn't do a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't really do much. It costs to activate, and it doesn't make any will for Geotos.
Yeah.
Paying 200 here. Throwing down the Suya. We gotta have the Aqua Feather.
Yeah.
Oh, just a Lorite.
Yeah, the
Also
Lorite.
good. The Lorite is good. Lorite is good.
Nice. Good old Lorite.
Hey,
Never
it
betrays.
serves the purpose, right?
Yeah.
And now protects from a second Suya on the next turn.
Yep.
But, you know, Ayush has shown, you know, this is what you got to do against Mask, is you just, like, you force them to have the answer, and if they don't,
Yep.
then, okay, you watch how the deck kind of struggles. Regalia Beast gets to come down here. Now we're protected from double Lorite, which is a really good spot to be in.
Yeah, double Suya, you mean?
Or double Suya. Yeah, double Suya.
Yeah.
Plus, we have Will to be able to interact with the Ashwin. So this is
So
a good spot.
I really hope he has the Aquafeather now, because I'm
Yeah,
feeling
he
like
probably
the
might have been
Ashwin will
thinking
come
about.
in.
He probably might have been thinking about, do I burn the Lorite or do I burn the Aquafeather? But Aquafeather is really good, much better here.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So what are we doing here?
Beast is a 4/4, right? We'll go to combat.
Probably going to take the 4, I think. Yeah, you
I
don't
imagine
really
so,
care.
yeah.
You don't want to risk.
No, double Suya.
Double Suya, yeah. There's the Ashwin.
Yeah, all the yeah, Ashwin. Forces him to have the out.
Where's the Aquafeather?
Yeah, yep, I took 2 from the Moonshade last turn. Yeah. Oh yeah, so I guess we'll draw first and then attempt to remove.
He's gonna draw, then attempt to remove. So we're gonna do Ray Asnable.
Ooh. Yes, that works too.
That works.
Draw's good.
Stops him from being able to. I mean, like, that's again helpful.
Yep.
Got to get this Ashwin off the board permanently, though. Do you? No. Is there a world where you like you probably always keep Ray Asnables in hand, at least early, right? Like later in the game, maybe there's a world where you hard cast it, but also with Light Lightning.
Light Lightning, yeah, no, I don't think you played early.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it does cost 2 will to Light Lightning if you have Mask out. So, like, mid to late game, I think a hard cast of an Asnable could be pretty good here.
Yeah, definitely. So having 3 will is also a big advantage now against the Giorgio. So you can advance your board a bit and still have interaction.
Right, you'd want Ray Engrave to res it with Divine Beast, although in this matchup you don't have a graveyard. So this is game 2. Oh, I forgot to update the thing.
Oops.
Ashwin also can't get Eternal. That is a true relevancy here. 3 Tea Party members gets to come in here. Only costs us 2, technically 1. So we get to draw a card and cycle. This is really good. We're starting to build the board that we need. This is the kind of board that we need here. We could see a God's Art. If we can get God's Art Fates Reunited, we're in a pretty good spot. Because then we can start slamming multiple Tea Party members. Has the Floating Will. Chooses to just let it go. Oh, no, it's paying 2.
Ooh, 2. Okay, Judgment.
Judgment Charlotte.
Okay.
Gains us some more life. This is a little bit risky to me.
Yeah, you kind of need an answer now if there's going to be 2 Aquafeathers. This is another Ashwin.
Yeah, he's going to draw 1 card, gets to gain 100 life.
Okay.
We still lose Mask here, but Ashwin does cost 2 out of the 3 will for... does take 2 of the 3 will for Ayush to play another Ashwin here. We can't use Aquafeather now, though, is a big problem. Like, that's a concern to me.
Okay, for 1.
Regalia Beast.
Okay, that's good.
We're making a lot of will.
Yeah.
Which I think is correct, because the idea here is like if he answers the mask, it'll take pretty much all of Ayush's turn, and then we'll have so much will that we can start really punishing.
Oh,
Ooh, that's
not a
really good.
Peabody.
Now we have the will to be able to do Aqua Feather because the Regalia.
Yeah,
This is really good.
this is really good. So he can bounce his. Charlie can bounce his own, right?
And he gains another 100 life because he drew.
Charlotte trigger. Misha.
The
This is-
Charlotte can bounce your own stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you
So?
could recycle the 3 party members to bounce, so you don't have to bounce like anything with your opponent.
Turn target resonator to its owner's hands. Yep.
Yeah,
You could
very
even
good.
bounce the Lorite, although you wouldn't have the will to cast it. But you could bounce the 3 Tea Party members for sure.
Yeah.
Because you certainly don't want to give an Ashwin back
No.
to Ayush.
No. Not. I don't think you want to give anything back. Okay,
Playing
for
for
1.
1. Suyas aren't good here. Therapist.
Oh.
That doesn't stop the Charlotte, though.
Yeah.
And we can just put the Therapist back in his hand, which is pretty good. If we really need to.
Go to combat.
Therapist doesn't really stop us at all. I think
No, not really.
you just block with the Lorite and accept the 7. Yeah, like you're gonna take 7,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
Cards and RC.
Cost him will to be able to pump it up.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, so it takes 7.
We'll take 7.
Send a 31. This is a really good position to be in. Glory and Water Transformation Magic is very castable next turn with backup.
Yeah, next turn is very explosive turn.
Yeah, for sure. Plus the Tea Party members gaining us some life back.
Oh yeah.
Suya, I think
Oh.
you float.
probably-
You probably float will and get rid of the Regalia Beast, right? I don't think
Yeah.
you really care about it.
One will, yeah.
I mean,
You also could Aqua Feather here, because then it has to be another Suya, right?
Oh.
Alabaster Shaman.
now you can sack the Alabaster. Very good.
And Herbal target you.
Sack the Alabaster. Why is Sal? Because you want the will, I suppose.
Yeah, you want the will.
Yep. Mildew and pass turn. Okay.
Okay.
This is the
now
this
he's
is the
in the driver
this is
position.
the turn. You have the opportunity. You're going to be sitting at 5 will. Glorian's Water Transformation Magic at this point in time is lethal. You're safe from Light Lightning because of the mask being around, right? So if he has Glorian's Water Transformation Magic, that's game. Oh no, Protect.
Yeah, this is good.
But he has
I mean,
enough.
he can-
He just bounces.
Yeah, he just bounces
bounces with
Therapist.
Charlotte and can still cast Glorians, and then that's the game, right?
Yeah, because she does fly, right? When
Yeah,
you
she'll
buff
have
it?
flying. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Cards in hand.
4 cards in hand. He gained 100 for the trigger for drawing for turn. We're going in for 8.
Attack,
Okay.
Spelling, Shaman.
Lunar Protective.
Targets, remove him from combat. Draw a card and gain 15.
So it pays 2. Oh no, it doesn't pay any. We see Lunar Protective. You're draw. The burn damage doesn't matter. The stopping him from being able to attack matters. He will
yeah.
take 4
Oh.
burn.
It won't because Charlotte is blue and the teapot is white.
The Charlotte can attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also we can do the burn from
Oh, from the Ashram.
from the Ashwin.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So this puts him out of lethal range.
Gains 100 for drawing a card off of the pitch. Still trying to fight over this.
There's
Lunar
also a
Protective.
trigger from Ashwin. Ayush.
Oh yes, thank you. Yeah, trigger to. Yeah.
Gonna be a burn for 4.
Give us 2.
2 cards in hand. I don't think we have a way to cancel it. Like, that's gonna resolve.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe there's a combat trick.
Oh wait, how did he? Wait, actually, hold on.
He paid 1. Oh, wait.
How did he pitch to draw off? There's a therapist on board.
Oh, true. You're right.
Hey, can you pause real quick, guys? I'm gonna put on judge call too, so they can't hear us. So we're good. He did not actually.
Yeah. Great.
He.
Did he pay the tax for the lunar? That's a good question. I think he did too, yeah.
We're gonna fix that right now. We're gonna let him know. We've messaged the judge to verify, and we haven't updated the life totals here. Should be at 32. We haven't burned for anything there. Glorians is coming down here.
The moment of rewinding also, there wasn't an Ashwin trigger because you paid 1 for the tax.
Okay.
It just means life totals are still
Fair. Yep.
32, 36. Glorian's water transformation magic doesn't. You'd use both modes to make Charlotte 4 grand, right?
You could.
Because you also want.
Yeah.
Because she'll be able to still hit
So
for
the only
4,000.
Yeah, the only way where you could win, I think, is like buffing the blue regalia beast
Yeah.
plus the Charlotte, and then somehow like get through with the blue regalia beast. But that's
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. You can.
We're still not in a bad position here. Like, we still, even if it answers the shard, like, I think you still bounce the therapist back to hand and swing in for
Go to my turn draw.
enough, or not. We're just gonna. Well, that also makes sense here too. We make the Charlotte a 4,000, 4,000, until the end of the game, right?
Yeah. Apply pressure.
Yeah, you can just swing next turn.
So,
Does open it up to being hit by light lightning though, which is a little scary.
Yep. True. I mean, not right now because she's barrier chant, right?
That's true. Light lightning wouldn't be able to hit her because she's a
Yeah.
J ruler. You're right.
Swinging you for 7 with multi-strike and Bane.
It costs him 1 to put back for each thing, so you probably throw a Tea Party member under this.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because if he wants to make it more of a hit, then you're like, whatever. I don't care. So let's see here. Sir Timothus, the top 4 is Mask, 2 Masks, Giotto, and Shiva.
Yeah, 4 will. I guess also the vessel, but can't really use it right now.
So let's see here. What is going on? Are we just gonna?
Yeah, sure.
We're just gonna declare no blocks.
Okay.
7/6 with multi-strike and Bane.
Maybe thinking about no blocks.
We're doing the
Calculating.
math for what
Yeah.
he could get 2,200 if he taps out here.
Yeah.
So it's 22 damage maximum.
So the thing is,
If
if
he
he
taps
pumps,
out.
yeah,
If
if
he
he taps
taps
out for
out.
pump, he can Misha can just bounce it.
He's just gonna take the damage. Takes 17 or 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for him to pay into the
No,
Ashwin
no.
here.
Definitely not. With the information he has, okay.
Just pass and turn.
Okay.
Okay, leaving
Blessing.
up plenty of will for interaction. This Charlotte is huge.
Yeah.
Do you ever try to bounce this therapist before recovery, just to be able to not care?
Yeah, maybe.
Is this format secretly an aggro format? I feel like even the control decks are aggro. I don't necessarily. I mean, like, it's more of these mid-range decks have a way to burst down damage when given the opportunity. I would say,
Yeah.
right? Like,
It's just
closers-
alignment.
It's just when you like, they have the opportunity to do something if given the option. Otherwise, they're gonna grind out.
Okay, for 2.
Yeah, we did gain 100 life for drawing a card for turn. We're gonna pitch a card. It's got to be put the therapist back in hand, right?
I believe so too, yeah.
In response,
And wait, this would tap you out, right? Do you have any other available will?
we do see if it's light lightning, this
Light
doesn't do
lightning,
anything.
Targeting my Ashwin to kill your Charlotte.
It can't kill the Charlotte.
Yeah.
She has barrier chant.
I think so too, yeah.
He's realizing he can't. Yep, Misha's like, she has
Yeah,
barrier
okay.
chant. Light lightning can't work here.
Yeah. Barry be good.
If you bounce back the therapist, I think that's game.
Yeah. I think so too. No protect.
Oh,
Oh,
that'll
the
work.
vessel. Oh yeah, so he can attack. Mm-hmm.
Vessel will work to be so we can't attack for the turn.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Good play from Ayush there. Moves to recovery. All this
So the
will.
long battle, I think I usually win.
Yeah, the problem is that we're getting to a point where you have to start, like, we have to get this Ashwin off the board somehow, but our best way to do it is through combat on our turn, and I usually have just been saying no to combat on our turn.
This is a curious situation.
This is why I'm wondering about, Charlotte becoming the Glorian thing is the part that gives her chant. The one that plus 1,000 is just gives it protect.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there a world where we should have given protect to something else instead of the Charlotte? We can always we can't recast it. It's gone.
Maybe it's another one.
Paying 4.
Okay.
This is sideboard. Playing Divine Beast.
Oh, yes, that works.
Divine Beast of Proto-Paterpolis. This certainly makes Ayush down to 2 will.
Yeah.
Because X is still 2. So that's still pretty good. And also has Barrier Chant. And Drain. Ashwin won't die from running into Tea Party members. It has Double Strike and Bane. So Ashwin will kill the Tea Party members before it has a chance to hit him back.
Yep. You would need to block with the... No, everything dies. He cannot block with anything.
Yeah, everything dies. This is a pretty good spot.
Yep.
Keeping Ayush at only 2 will does mean that Empty Vessel isn't usable again if he has another one in hand.
Yep.
Puts Misha at a pretty good spot to be able to try to push through next turn. We're just trying to find the turn, right?
Yeah, it's just like both players are looking to get it.
It's 2 mid-range decks just kind of playing footsies a little bit here, and Divine Beast is a good piece here.
It certainly gives the advantage.
We'll just attempt to go to end of turn.
We're just gonna pass.
Okay, just passing. Okay.
Mill a couple cards. So this is the lethal turn, probably. There's no protect on board. Charlotte's going to be able to swing in.
So
for
a Yush
4,000 in the air.
cannot play another vessel.
Yeah, he's locked out with only 3 will.
Okay. I think it's just try to move the comet, I think.
Yeah, for sure. With the
Nothing.
Charlotte first, probably.
Yeah, with the Charlotte, because she's
The
4.
biggest 4,000 with drain.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
We have enough flyers in the air, right?
yep, the prototype is also flies. The teapot is also fly. So the only thing that could go wrong is if I use as a lunar life form.
Yeah, and even that's not that bad because you just successfully gained the 4,000.
Yeah. Oh.
Glorians give an extra plus 1,000
Yeah.
and draw 2 cycle. That
Okay, so is it 1?
yeah gains another 1,000.
Yeah, that should be 11 here, 59.
Can we find that extra 1 light damage from something?
Okay, this is very smart because if this is Luna, the oh no, never mind. You
Yeah, he
cannot
gets
attack.
another 2 life. He does have lunar,
Oh yeah.
Combat gain 15.
so he'll survive a little bit. Does Misha have anything to respond to that? Nothing else would be able. Wait a minute. Wait. Had we used the Glorians to make the doggo gain 1,000? We actually win here even through lunar protective.
Yeah.
Because the doggo can swing and then.
Yeah, because blue.
Well, it's not enough life. Is the problem? It's not enough. It's not enough damage.
Yeah, even through the Korean you cannot.
Ooh boy.
This is a hard matchup.
This is
very
certainly,
close one.
yeah, very close. Because if he's not dead, he ain't dead.
Mm.
So we probably try to throw the Ashwin at the Charlotte, right? Like.
Yeah, I think like racing life points at this point is not a thing you can do.
Yeah, you have to play. I think.
So at this point, you
mill
also
out is also a legitimate strategy. We're paying 2.
okay.
Oh right, he can't even attack the Charlotte. Charlotte can't be attacked.
Oh yeah, true. Okay, so you have a
Rabbit Princess here coming out. Well, we're at a position right now. 7,300 life means this Ashwin is gonna struggle to kill anything.
Yeah.
Like it's a struggle just to even find damage. So there's a world where Ayush kind of pivots here to playing the clear the board game and just trying to get rid of the rest of the cards in the deck.
I could see a judgment here, to be honest.
Only 11 cards left, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where you just leave open will and just work to 5 cards in hand, 6 cards in hand. Oof, that's a lot.
I could see a judgment, to be honest.
Yeah, a pivot to a deck out is also a possibility. You need flyers here. The therapist doesn't super help because the Charlotte will just bounce it, so the protect isn't super great.
Yeah, the mask. I think like the mask like stifles Ayush's plays now a bit because he cannot flip the cards to see if he could play something.
He can judgment for cheaper though, thankfully.
Oh yeah, he does. Okay.
So Gil Lapis is out.
So the problem is with Gil Lapis that he has to turn the cards.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a rough spot.
I think he just plays.
He can do the give himself flying.
Yeah, to block.
Without flipping the cards face up. That's fine. Gil Lapis can kill. Yeah, he could pay 3. He could pay 3 and try to kill the Charlotte. Oh, it's a
Oh,
structure
yeah.
and resonator.
No, you cannot.
Yeah, it's resonators. Yep. Even the updated text of Gil Lapis is just resos.
Mm. This is...
Let me double check.
We'll just attempt to move.
Yeah, it's still just resonators. Just gonna
Okay.
pass mill 2. We've got the ability to fly though, which is probably the whole point.
Okay, so now the game is to get a lightning to get rid of the Galapagos.
Yeah, for sure. Because we are at a point now where like we have multiple things that can fly.
Yeah, this
And
is
so
the therapist is on board.
the
so has to
regalia
get rid of
won't
them.
the regalia won't flip because he already controls the sub ruler. Min.
Yep.
He has both.
You can only control one sub ruler.
Yeah, you can't get to both.
Yep. So he has to get rid of the therapist somehow, and then like kill the Galapagos to
Yeah.
push. Though
There's also just kind of a world where like
Mm.
I don't know. It's just kind of a world where you swing in with the. We're probably just gonna bounce the therapist before recovery yet. Like you could just
Yeah.
start swinging with your flyers,
yeah,
right?
probably.
Because his life total is so low that he can only block one of them. So like one of these is gonna probably get lethal.
Yeah, he's 4 reds. Yeah, I think you can just push.
Therapist is back in hand. Move to recovery. Tea Party
Okay.
members do not have precision; they just have flying.
Yeah. But that's enough. I think you
Oh
just.
no, they do have precision. They have precision.
Oh, they have
flying
precision.
Drain.
Oh.
Precision flying drain.
Great cards.
Tea Party members is certainly a really cool inclusion in this deck.
He can give himself flying though.
He can give himself flying by paying 1 and putting 2 cards back down. So that's okay. It's just 1.
Yeah, I think you just push in with the beast and the 2 tea parties.
I agree.
Or yeah. Or you just preemptively kill it. Oh,
Aqua
Aqua Feather.
Feather. This is an interesting choice.
Okay. But does that achieve anything?
Puts another flyer out.
Yeah, but doesn't swiftness, right?
Oh, he's putting the.
Oh.
Oh, he's putting the cryptid back on the top of the deck just so to kind of force what his next draw is. Tink for a 2-drop.
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, wow.
And then yeah, we scoop it up from there. Tinkerbell finds
Your
finds
3
the
minutes to
lethal.
sideboard. Jeremy, what's the timing round?
19 minutes and 35 seconds.
Thank you.
We're going to game 3. Let us not be said that
Yep.
we did not give you some exciting elements here.
Yeah, this is like a very exciting match.
I think you go second, as Ayush. Should we do it again?
Yeah,
We've seen how well going
definitely.
second is, right?
Yeah. I think you do.
Yeah, we've seen how going second is. Tinkerbell's still putting in some clutch work, man. Tinkerbell's
Yeah,
a hell of a card.
Tinkerbell, very good card.
As they're going to sideboard, we're going to go quick over to a quick ad here, just so you guys know. And we'll see how this goes in game 3. Oof, goodness gracious. This
Yeah,
is
very
tricky.
intense battles.
I'm going to look at the deck list for Ayush real quick here, see what I think. Sideboarded, we probably brought in... The Therapist certainly came in. The 3rd Lunar Protective Life Form, another copy of Suya for sure came in. Is there a world where I think we're playing Lumias? Like we bring the Lumias in?
Could be, yeah.
I don't know. That
Could...
seems maybe a little bit greedy. It could be used. Yeah, I don't know if the Lumias are really that
I think
good.
you definitely...
Hellfires don't come in for sure.
No.
Todd Sprouse. Currently we have, like I said in chat, Shiva, Gil and Giotto, and 2 mask decks. Yep. I do think that Ayush is a little favored here in game 3.
Mm.
I do like that his deck name is some kind of fighting game combination.
It is?
Like his deck name is right arrow star, down arrow, bottom right arrow, Middle punch. Is it uppercut for high speed uppercuts? It's a Shoryuken. Is that the Shoryuken? Down.
Oh, it is?
Down.
Lol.
The star throws me off, but if it's Shoryuken for the uppercut, yeah, that makes sense.
That's cool.
Going into the list for Misha here.
Alright,
Trying
best
to
of luck.
find it. Can't find it. Misha. Sideboard here. Light Lightnings. Flashing Smile. I could see Flashing Smile come in.
Yeah, Flashing Smile definitely
Hydria
card.
doesn't do super great here.
Not really.
Reassembling is not good. Spirits of the Crimson Moon, not super great here. First place does get a paid invite, yes. First place gets a paid invite. So Misha could upgrade his top 8 invite to a paid invite, and then the invite portion, I believe, passes down. So regardless of what happens here, Logan, Matthew, and Ayush all have an invite to Worlds.
All right. Yep. Get your stuff.
Kind of to get an update here on how we're doing with the other top 4 match. Choosing to go second. Do we see same kind of thing? We do not need Empty Vessel. It has done absolutely nothing in this matchup. Let's get Rogue and Shiva.
Yeah, definitely better.
Great. Now the question is, Logan is up a game. I've heard that Shiva versus Mask. Currently, Logan is up a game against Matthew.
Okay, that's good. So, on the turn 1 of Ayush. Okay, deploying the beast. Does he have the Echo Feather? That's the question.
He has the Regalia Beast. Yeah, here's the question: it's the do you have the out? Do I have that? Do I have the problem? Do you have the out? Certainly playing at least a Suya.
Yeah, that's a Suya.
Otherwise, we'd see the coin probably move off already.
Yeah.
There's the Suya.
Yeah. That's a Suya.
We probably float the blue and then sack the Regalia
I
Beast.
would probably Echo Feather it, to be honest.
Interesting. Well, Ray Asnable also works.
Alright. Yeah, true.
Yep.
Because then he has to have 2 reds.
Yeah. Double Suya still here, gets rid of the Regalia Beast and certainly puts pressure on. So we do have the double Suya. We're still, we're being aggro here. Is he going to get rid of his own mask just to stay up on Will?
No, I don't think,
Is there a world where you do? I don't know, man. It could capitalize on punishing the fact that he doesn't have chose to go second, right? So he doesn't have Vessel. It seems like
probably. I mean, it's a valid. Oh, that's
Gods
okay.
Are Fates Reunited.
Yeah, and you sack the fate. You activate it and then you sack it.
He's calling Blue Eyes White Dragon. Wow.
So I think I would have activated it though, still.
Yeah.
Because you denied resources.
Yeah, for sure. I think that was right. Having the Fates Reunited there was still, I think, the right play.
Calling the Blue Eyes White Dragon, man.
So now we're up on Will. We got 3 Will to interact with an Ashwin. We still got to deal with the fact that there's 2 Suyas on board.
Yeah. Just got to be careful that there's not a third one, because then you can control hand.
Even more. It's going to Judgment the Chart. This is... I don't really know if
scary.
I like this.
Scary. So threatening, even if Ayush pulls the Ashwin now, he's threatening a kill next turn. Okay, gaining 2.
Yep.
I agree, Charlotte line. Yeah, Robert, you're right.
Did he flip the stuff face down? The stuff that gets flipped face down is because any card sent to the graveyard gets removed from play the game face down by Giotto, sir?
Yep.
Did he not tap to get rid of Rogue?
No,
he
did not.
Missed. Yeah, he missed that.
He missed
that opportunity.
Yep.
And unfortunately, we only have 2 Will, so doesn't super help. Where Suya's gonna get
blocked. Okay.
By the Charlotte. Okay.
Back to combat.
Kill the Regalia Beast.
With your dog.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Trading with the
Oh.
dog makes sense here.
Maybe Lorite? Lorite for the win?
Wow. Flash
No way.
right to block.
Yeah. Ooh, Maeda, even better.
Robo-Maeda.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, okay. Can protect that. Yeah.
Well, can't
Oh,
protect
well.
it, but we just block
Yeah,
it,
true.
and that's fine.
True.
Alright.
But this is
Ashwin?
strong. Yeah, but Ashwin, even Ashwin doesn't feel great. Next turn you're dead.
Take 2. 36. Ashwin.
I think you get rid of the dog. No, this is a tap out.
We'll get
Yeah, this is tap out. This is
So
yeah.
he's getting rid of the mask. Ooh,
So
if we
he has the
have-
lunar. He has lunar.
he does have lunar, but that can at least gain him the 15. Oh, he's getting a. Wait. Can Ashwin get that?
Yeah, he can get a
Non-chant cryptid card.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he can get the regalia.
And nothing is it, but he's already attacked with stuff this turn.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what getting the vessel gets us here.
I mean, blockers
Draw one.
It
don't
draws
really.
another card. Yeah, just trying to draw to set up for. I mean, it's got to be lunar protective, right? It has to be.
Yeah, it has to be lunar.
It has to be before recovery. Like you just lunar protector now, I guess, to prevent any burn damage and gain 15 while you don't have to worry about
Probably.
your indirection from Charlotte. Oof.
Charlotte trigger.
Good old Charlotte trigger.
Call stone. He could have
Yeah, I think-
double lunar protective.
Yeah, true. So killing the mask actually helped him in this situation because he only has to pay 2 now.
Yep.
It's
So
buffing Maeda, I think, right?
now she's now 4,000. It has to be double lunar protective here, probably.
Yeah, the vessel doesn't work. That's full.
Yeah, because he already attacked.
Yeah. But I don't think it mattered either way. He shouldn't have attacked, I think.
Expel Dallas lunar protective to just gain 15 and just take non-battle damage. Make non-battle.
I mean, he doesn't die. Buys him a
Yeah.
turn, right?
I mean, unless there's some kind of interaction.
There's 2 will open. That's
So the
where he gets
Maeda
to draw.
is 14, right?
40.
Takes the 40.
Ashwin trigger.
He's gonna burn him for 4,
Mm-hmm.
and then goes down to 11.
Yep.
The Robo-Maeda can swing for 7 here.
No, is the bidder not buffed? Or did he
No.
draw?
The Robo-Maeda, he did both things on Charlotte to make her
Oh,
at 4,000.
Okay.
And then he gains 4,000, goes up to 78. Now here's the kicker. Next turn we do get to play Shiva, but it's another tap out and it doesn't answer Robo-Maeda. Like
Plus, he has 2 will up right now, so
yeah.
Jojo, I don't want to imagine that.
This is not a good spot. The Lunar Protective bought us some time, but unfortunately, that's why I'm saying I think there was a world where, yeah, you needed the will to be able to play the Robo-Maeda, or to be able to play the Lunar Protective.
I think it would have been a bit better to play the Ashwin in your opponent's turn and get the vessel. So you cannot attack.
Well, Ashwin doesn't have quick cast, so.
Oh, she doesn't. Okay, never mind.
So we try to block with the Ashwin. Probably just bounce it. Do we see it bounce back to hand? Putting a power counter on it to kill the Ashwin. That's the same as bouncing it back to hand, though.
Yeah.
Because now we can recast it. Let's read Vessel real quick.
Yeah, it doesn't do a lot on the front side. If
Players
you have
gain.
it.
Yeah, unfortunately, the vessel won't stop Charlotte from being able to attack again.
Mm.
Shiva is currently, last we checked, up a game versus
I should
Mask.
bomb 2 cards first. Just, yeah.
We're going to give Eternal.
Yeah, just take the top 2.
So we don't. So they just bounce off each other.
Yep.
Girls staring at would be kind of clutch here.
Yeah, GST would definitely solve the issue.
Girls staring at into killing at using Ashwin
Killing
to
the Charlotte.
kill the Charlotte.
Mm.
Oh, Logan 1-2-0. Shiva is
Oh.
in finals.
Lol. Nice.
Shiva is in finals. So Matt Lindley will play against the loser of this one for third place for the bronze Gilepis.
If Shiba wins this would be funny.
Yeah, I would like to go to combat. Actually, like to swing into your Charlotte.
I agree. Very, very good meta call with the Shiva.
Yeah. How did our Charlotte die? Sorry, guys. How did Charlotte die? Charlotte can't be attacked?
Oh, right.
Yeah. So. Yep. Yeah, I was like, can't do that. So just go back to before combat was offered.
Okay, I just pummeled some cards around. That might be a loss, but I accidentally hit some cards over.
Are any of the cards on the bottom of your library in any order?
It was like the top 2 or 3.
Do you have
I accidentally hit it and I saw some cards.
Shuffle your library.
I paused your timer. While we're doing this repair, guys, just so you heads up. Time has started again. 5 minutes, 24 seconds.
The head-on-head race has started.
And Ashwin should be recovered because she didn't attack anything. Charlotte is very big. Not being able to be attacked is kind of huge here. That's why I'm saying like, there's a world where like tap. So the problem is there's a world where we go tap out, play Shiva, kill Charlotte, right? But that's a problem. So Neo Beyond, a Resonator had attacked the turn that the vessel came into play. So
yep.
The Charlotte
the
was
answer,
free to be able to attack.
Yeah. The effect, the players didn't gain the effect because something attacked.
Yep, he already attacked with the Suyas first to try to kill the dog. And also, it wouldn't stop.
Yes, it would.
No, it would have stopped him from being able to attack. Yeah. I think that strangely enough, there's this world Suya to Curse of Rag to look at hand, Aqua Feather Phoenix. There was a world where I think you don't try to save the Ashwin, right?
Yeah.
Because hear me out. Listen to me. In this situation, if you don't save the Ashwin, you do this Curse of Rag, take the Aqua Feather, you go to your turn, and then you could just recast the Ashwin, get another empty vessel, and lock him out for the turn because you haven't attacked yet.
Yeah, I think that would have been
right. And then you also get the Robometa off the board. So then the Charlotte can't even hit.
The question is, does he play a second vessel in deck?
That's a good question. Let's go look at the deck list.
Yeah. He does. He plays 3.
Yeah. So then you can
play, yeah. Oh, okay. Tink?
What?
Oh, maybe.
We're trying to flash in the Tink. in response to the enter, we're doing Alabaster. We wanted to put the enter effect on
Yeah.
the chase and then Alabaster. That's a save.
I mean, you can just level them either, no? In this game? He's at 9, a huge.
Yeah.
So
This is just Robometa pump up for
yeah,
lethal?
Robomedia pump out lethal.
Yeah.
He also has the Charlotte in hand, so just Charlotte.
To tap anything down.
Yeah,
Robometa just wins here. Yeah.
yeah, Robomedia just wins, I think.
So because we didn't do my line, the Robometa is on board and we are hosed here. Because you have it does tap you out. Lunar Protective Life Form is a thing. We might be banking on that, right?
Could be, yeah, could be.
Because it would require him to go down to 1 will to be able to pump up Robometa enough to kill him, because he is at 11.
So 2 cards in hands, I think maybe there's another play, but I think like it's the only one.
Yeah, you just respond by doing Lunar Protective to gain 15 is what I'm saying.
You can. True.
Lunar Protective just to gain the 15 so that you kind of essentially negate a Robometa turn.
115. He's 1 will short of buffing to 20.
Swings for 7. He's got flying. He's got 1 power counter. He's going to go to being 1,000,000. And he doesn't have it.
Yeah, it doesn't have
it. It has a light lightning and an uppercut. Not doing anything we did. Well, why did we not? Oh, we didn't have the will. We needed light lightning.
We didn't have will.
But we didn't have it. So that is it.
Even the light lightning wouldn't have done it. It doesn't have barrier.
It gained us. Oh, that's right. Eternal. Right. That's for
sure.
Yeah. You're right. Okay. We're going to go to a quick break, give these guys a chance. Misha's going to be back here for finals. We'll have Mask versus Shiva as we go into it here. So see y'all in just a little bit. Okay, we are here getting things all
All
set
right,
up
guys.
here.
Let me see. It was Logan's the higher seed. You're the 7th and 8th seed.
Bottom of the barrel, baby.
7th and 8th seed here playing.
That's actually
playing for the
Misha's
pay to
actually
fight.
the bottom. Yeah. Logan, you are the higher seed, so you get to choose first
So we're
or
gonna get these
second.
guys set up here.
I'll go first.
You go first.
Logan is
Okay.
choosing to go
Alright,
first.
you guys
here.
can shuffle and resolve mulligans, but don't start.
They're getting everything all started here for our timer and here in the finals. One
Oh
of
my
these
god, the
days.
Shiva.
Misha already has an invite, but it's an unpaid for his top 8 finish last year. So now he's trying to compete for that paid invite to Worlds. Logan has no invite to Worlds, and so he's already got one for getting to finals and is trying to make it sure it's a paid.
It's interesting to see the Shiva even made it to finals.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Certainly nothing that I had on my bingo sheet as we got ready for this GP weekend.
No,
And then,
definitely not.
G&G versus Mask for third place is happening right now as well.
What's the gut feeling, Jeremy? What do you
Gut
think?
feeling? I think Ayush wins that one.
No, I mean for the top. Against Logan versus Misha. I think like this is a pretty awesome match we're gonna have now. It will depend on what Logan will pull. I think the therapist will do a lot of work in this this list.
Yeah.
Definitely therapist and Rick Veda stuff to look out.
Yeah, for sure. We're just gonna do what we did before. We're just gonna Agni on one.
Yeah. I mean it did work, eh?
Are you guys ready to go? Oh, okay. I just wanted to. I didn't hear Charlie tell me to start the timer yet, so I just want to make sure.
Yeah, they're finishing mulligans.
Okay, cool. Just let me know when to start the timer, Charlie.
Yes, sir.
I think this is Logan's 3rd or 4th finals appearance at a GP.
Oh, really?
Trying to see if he's certainly his 2nd, for sure. Trying to see if he can.
All right, gentlemen, welcome to finals. You have 90 minutes. You may begin.
And we're here. Not gonna need the full 90, but we're certainly trying.
Let's go.
Let's see. Do we see a turn 1? Do we see turn 1 therapist? Let's see what happens here. Pretty exciting.
I hope the Shiva makes it.
Yeah, that would certainly be a pretty exciting shocker, right?
Yeah, definitely a very underrated deck right now.
Turn 1, we have a crown stone.
Ooh, that's good.
Pay 2, therapist.
Oh,
there it
there it
is.
is.
It's out from the jump.
So we have seen this before.
Turn
This has not
2,
went well.
We're gonna go turn 1 therapist. Turn 2
Agni?
Order Agni.
And he can't even trade. Yeah, I mean it's barrier as well. So
It had a barrier for 2 turns. Yeah, that'd be pretty gross.
yeah,
Precious stone here. How does Mask get out of a therapist? Certainly could see we can't activate the activate ability to cycle. Certainly, and there's no falchions in Misha's build. Misha's not playing the falchion build.
This is hard, I think.
Regalia Beast is like at least something. But the therapist is certainly the version he wanted. This version of Mask is certainly the one that Logan wanted to play into, right?
Yeah, I think like the only real way is Tinkerbell, but that's hard on turn 1.
Yeah, it's very hard to do on turn 1, so we just have to pass. No Regalia Beast either.
Also, like, because it's a bit of a gameplay error, but we have seen that he has a Divine Beast, so it's not a very good hand, right?
This is finals Apple plays, yes.
This is finals, yeah.
Let's see here. Anything before recovery from Mask? Probably not, since we're locked out of being able to use Glorious and Charlotte. Just move to recovery and call Stone. And then what do you do?
Yeah, this is a hard decision. I think there is a... You could hard cut the Ray, maybe, but then the Regreda cancels it.
Not get banished, removed, or expelled. That's true.
No, he can. Because he doesn't solo mode.
He has solo mode. He has 1 ruler. Once he...
No, Order Ruler.
Order that's true. That's true. You're right.
No solo mode.
That is true. He cannot be... So it can be removed from the game, expelled. That's true. You are absolutely correct.
Yep. But I don't think
we're going to do Rigveda.
Okay. Oh, to destroy the mask for 2? Yeah, that's a valid play. It's also really hard to alt for the mask deck because
Pay 2. Get rid of the mask before recovery.
so the only chance is to pitch with the blue coin, the mask spell.
But you can't.
Oh, you can't.
Because
Yeah, true.
we're
You're
under
right.
therapist.
Because
There's no cancel here.
Oh
so
yeah,
this
this
mask
is.
is
I
just
think
gone.
this mask is gone. Maybe there's something.
Yeah, pitch divine beast.
Okay. I mean,
To
he
do
gets.
the
Oh
because
yeah,
he
that's.
has a card in hand. Justice. This is what is his name?
So
what is,
I
what is the
don't.
guy's cyclone?
Cyclone. I don't think this works because this will put
Pitches
itself.
no, he pitches as cost.
Oh yeah, okay.
So he
And
has
on
and he has more cards than his opponent
yeah.
does. Oh, what?
I
Where is
see.
this card? What's his name? It's an ABC card.
Is it Justice? No. No, it's Cyclone.
Yeah, I don't have. That's like the one card I don't have apparently.
Cyclone, the Armored Wonder Boy.
Yeah, I don't have that in my. I forgot to get the ABC decks. So it's the Cyclone that is a cancel, or it expels something.
It targets a non-resident spell, and its controller expels it unless they pay X, where X is graveyard.
Yeah.
So 1.
1 at this point in time, and he's tapped out. So we're gonna order the Vacus, which can get rid of the Cyclone.
Yes. Great tech with the Cyclone.
Yeah, it worked out. It cost you your whole turn, but it did work out. Enter effect targeting the Cyclone. Cyclone is expelled. That was a 1 of in Misha's deck, I believe. Really unfortunate.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, I think it's a 1 of.
So this is
Swinging
still
for
like,
therapist for 4.
Yeah. So it's still a hard position to be in because the therapist is not off the board.
The therapist is certainly doing a lot of work here.
But like being able to ramp potentially Judgment next turn could be good.
Regalia beasts aren't going to be able to be protecting here.
Yeah, the Vacus, like ordering the Vacus, you can also just tap.
Yep. So we can call stones and still tap him to kill. So like Regalia beast and stuff isn't going to be able to be helpful.
No, not really.
Vacus can also kill the Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Can tap for recovery, call stone, tap it again. Yeah, the idea with Cyclone is it's reassembling on a body and doesn't need a target for Charlotte. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
It's a very good card for Charlotte because she doesn't have a lot of chant cancel.
Yeah. Call stone with Charlotte. I think we have healed Faria.
Oh yeah, you feel. Yeah, you can.
So we're gonna judge. We're seeing it.
Okay. So this for
Faria,
sure
the
is
ruler of the divine beasts. She is out, and she can give herself barrier to the Vacus, which is helpful, and ramps a stone. So this is not bad. Vacus does still technically cost 1 to tap and give a stat neg too, so that's kind of relevant.
Also, he can now use the Charlotte replacement to ramp a stone.
He can use a free inheritance ability every turn. Yeah. Divine Beast. Divine Beast of Proto-Paterpolis.
Yeah, he still has it in hand, so
but he doesn't have he doesn't get to ramp though, because you no longer control a ruler with Glorious in its name.
Oh yeah, you get to draw right. You're right.
But you do get to cycle with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not freestone ramp every turn though.
No, sadly not. Or thankfully.
Yeah. But it does cycle. Like it's a free cycle.
Yeah, it does like it. So the thing is, are there any cool inheritance effects that you would like?
We are paying 1 to try to stat neg. I think you'd let that stat neg happen. Or you just
has untouchable. So.
Well, you can give barrier in response, is what I'm saying. The God's Art of Glorious.
Maybe wait for the second one to bait out more.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah.
Ruler of Divine Beast has a God's Heart for 0 to give herself barrier. My only thought is you use it now so that like
Oh,
before
Rigveda.
recovery he couldn't Rigveda line.
Oh yeah. Did he do it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Ooh, another Crownstone. That's
Ooh.
not super great. Having all this
Yes.
will means we could see a Glorian Water Transformation magic kill the. I mean, like just make it huge, right?
Mm-hmm. I've been thinking this
Paying
as well.
3, we're going to cast Shiva. No, I can't use Shiva. Ray
Oh,
Asdevil. I
Ray.
think that's fine though.
Hard casting the Ray though.
That doesn't seem like it helps you at all. A Glorian's Water Transformation kills you here. The problem is to protect. That's the biggest problem from the therapist.
You can protect it.
Vacus is currently ordered Sir Timithus. It's just hard to see. Yeah, protect is the biggest problem right now.
Though he has to will up, so he could buff it and then.
He can't buff it before recovery because he's still under mask tax.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. Right.
Costs 3 to do Glorian's Water Transformation.
But he has 5. There's 6 stones next turn, so
yeah,
definitely enough. But like, what deals with the therapist? That's the problem.
Yeah. If he had one more will here, there's a world where you could Glorian's Water Transformation magic before recovery to pump it up, recover, Judgment Charlotte, use Charlotte to bounce the therapist, swing in with Varia for lethal.
Oh yeah, that's a play.
But Divine Beast to draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
To just cycle for free. Currently can't Rigveda. Dark Alice before recovery. We're going to try to draw into something. What are we looking? Oh, no enter effect because of the Ray Asdevil.
This is
this might be in response to the Ray Asdevil? Nope, it's just
no, this is for recovery.
Just another good about another body on field. Okay, that's interesting. Mask survived the Rigveda because he used the Justice Resonator. He pitched Divine Beast to put a card in graveyard, and then in response to its enter effect, used Justice from the ABC decks to expel the Cyclone to expel the Rigveda from the chase because
he would need to play one more.
Would have to pay one more, and Logan had tapped out. He got expelled.
Yep.
Now, how are we getting through this turn? How are we getting through this turn?
Yeah, this is a pretty.
We're starting to see. We're starting to see like a lock, right? Like a pretty decent lock. You do have to pit. You don't have it, but the divine Sea Shocker, Divine Beast of Protopaterpolis. Its inheritance ability is if you don't control a ruler with Glorious at resolution, you just draw a card.
Yep.
So it's like, do all of this. If not, just draw a card. So its inheritance is just draw a card, essentially, when you have Varia flipped. So Glorian's Water Transformation magic is going to make Faria large. We need to answer the therapist, though.
This is. I'm looking at the deck list, and I don't see anything off the shelf that will deal with it.
We're still gonna gain 4,000 life, which is still helpful because it has drain, and now it has barrier chance, so Rigveda can't kill it.
Yeah.
So he'll gain 3,000. Goes up to 66.
Yeah, this is now a bit of a problem.
Oh, he did the full pump on it, so yeah, it's 4,000.
And he protected.
Mm-hmm.
So
barrier chant, Rigveda can't kill. Like, this is now a hurdle.
This is a bit of a problem.
Wins the match because of Faria. Faria's like, I'll step into the limelight here. I don't need myself. Gonna do
I mean,
Rogue Spectator. Oh, I think Rogue Spectator in response to the drain trigger.
yeah. I think it was already resolved.
Well, we might have missed this.
Oh yeah, there.
Misha might have just gotten a little bit ahead of himself.
Okay.
Oh, enter affected. No, we're just gonna let him gain the 7,000
Okay.
or the 4,000. Interesting.
It was enough turn to not waste will.
Yeah, to see if he might have had something else to possibly try to interact with. Shiva would be really good here.
Yeah, Shiva would clear the board.
It would get the Faria off the board for sure, and you'd have the problem is you have Shiva plus 1 point of interaction because you could use Crownstone for Void plus 2 of the Moonshades. Although you could still, or you could leave up 2 Moonshades here with using God's Art from Crownstone for the other color for Shiva to leave up both Moonshades. Just gonna go into combat, swing 4 at his face. Or 6. Sorry, it is 6 at his face. Declare no blocks.
Yeah. I think the probably block the
Asdabul?
Ray. Yeah, the Ray.
Yeah, because that's 11.
I mean, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't.
How do we kill this Faria?
Hard.
Other than Shiva.
I think that's a bit of a. I mean, no, he doesn't play Fates Reunited, right? So
Yeah.
This is hard.
Fates Reunited wouldn't have the God's Art.
No, I mean he could play for 2.
2,
so.
yeah, just play it for 2.
Then that would, like for 1. Okay.
Okay, Shiva's certainly coming down here.
Yeah. So, does he have the Equifeather?
Well, he can't pitch it to anything.
He can. The Therapist is off the board.
Oh, the Therapist is gone. You're right. He can.
Yep.
Pitch the Faria effects. Aqua Feather.
Okay, is there a Regreder? That's the question.
Nope.
It is not. Or?
Oh,
there is.
Oh, wait.
Okay, there is Regreder. So the question is, does he have a second one or something? Okay, yeah. Yes. Ray? Ooh, that hits. Oh, that hits hard.
Assembling the Broken Mask comes down here to be able to cancel unless he can pay 5. So that's gonna be go to game 2.
Yeah, that's game. Okay,
that's
yeah.
game.
Oof, that is that was a good hand.
Yeah, that was really good. Faria gets there.
Yeah. So next turn, funny thing is, it could have
3 minutes to sideboard.
Could have judgmented Charlotte and played it again.
Yeah, and hit them both out for sure.
Yeah, but it's really hard.
Oof.
Yeah, that definitely was very well piloted.
How did the? So let's see. Here's a question.
Okay.
He swung the Faria into the Therapist.
I know the Therapist protected.
Therapist protected because he had to.
Yeah.
I don't. Your life is too low.
Yeah, no, that's not possible. You would need to destroy it, but you cannot.
Yeah. The Therapist had to protect it. You would have had to have needed a second Therapist there. Like at that point in time, the way to kill the Faria at that point in time is exactly second Therapist plus Shiva.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, because then you're safe.
So seeing even with the Therapist, it's not an easy game.
Yeah, certainly not.
The Faria being able to buff that high also.
4,000 damage is a lot. Looking at the different lists here. I'm gonna go look at Logan's sideboard. You can see the Back to Natures come in.
Yeah, definitely.
Alabaster Spellweaving Shaman's probably not necessary. Hyde's Shooting Star of Light. If we can get the mask off the board, that's fine. Mina Harker's certainly not coming in.
I think for... Oh, sorry.
There's this strange world where I'm like, do we try to burn out a therapist, an Aquafeather Phoenix, so that we can then high-speed uppercut and get rid of all of the Aquafeather Phoenixes?
Yeah, that's a valid play.
I mean, like, that seems pretty good.
If you can bait it out, that's always worth it.
Mm-hmm. And then let me look at Misha's list here for sideboard.
I'm looking at it right now. So I think like
Flashing
the Flashing Smile
Smiles.
instant include.
Yep. Fates Reunited.
Probably, yeah. I think
Turn off
also
the Shiva.
yeah, and like the barrier from the therapist as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think Cyclone, you will side in the one.
Second Cyclone Armored
Yeah.
Wonder Boy.
Seems very good against Rigveda.
Hydria, not super great here. Yeah.
Light Lightnings, possibly, because you can Light Lightning the therapist because there's no solo mode. Definitely.
Yep. Yeah, you can lightning it because it won't have barrier chant. Or no, it has barrier chant.
No,
no, it doesn't
solo.
choose. It's not solo mode, so it can be expelled by the mode. Yeah. Lightning certainly can come into play here.
I think it's an instant include.
Yeah, that's
because
probably true.
yeah. Also kills like everything you order, so
yeah, for sure. Looks like we are being put on coin as Shiva.
Yep.
Agni. No Aquafeather. We're just gonna see the Agni, and then we're gonna see back to nature, and we're gonna call it. That's it.
Bro. I mean, definitely possible.
Agni Lorite. We're just on turn 2. Agni Lorite. Or turn one therapist into turn 2 Agni could be really good. Right?
Yeah, the Agni is a very good fast win con.
Yeah, in this matchup, I think a turn 1 therapist into a turn 2 Agni could be very, very good.
I would not even be surprised if he turn. Oh, he cannot order the therapist, right?
Yeah, it doesn't have darkness. But you also want Agni doesn't burn face unless it's a J ruler.
Yeah,
it's ordered, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, turn 1 order Agni is a bit of a gamble. He would need Misha to not have a blue stone.
Yeah.
But then it would be very good if he can do it.
So let's see what we got here going into game 2.
You didn't know that Agni existed till 2 weeks ago. Yeah, my man, that card was a bit underrated. Went a bit under the radar for a bit.
Let's see if this Agni comes down. Do we have a turn 1?
We have blue.
We do have blue.
Yep.
Do we
because
have
of the...
Or just pass?
Okay. I mean, against the Shiva, you probably don't want to play... Okay.
Therapist.
Probably.
Therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's therapist. This is really good. Now if there's the Agni.
So does he have the lightning? That's the question.
It costs him 2. It taps him out to do so.
Oh yeah, true.
So that's not great.
I always forget the mask.
Yeah. Mask does attack spells for both players.
Yeah.
Turn 2 Agni would be very good.
Yeah.
Turn 2 Agni would be very good in this situation. We know that it takes a little bit of time to set up for Misha, and not having the turn 1 Regalia Beast is kind of rough.
That hurts. Also now,
Let's see.
yeah,
Do we have a turn 2 Regalia Beast?
would certainly be good. I think like
And
if you do the first event,
we didn't even see a pitch of an inheritance card to draw. Well, it was during your turn, so you can't pitch to draw during your opponent's turn with Glorious.
yeah. Also, not a therapist's life. It's hard.
Oof, we just see it a pass. Oof, that's rough.
Oh, that's rough. Ooh.
Do we have the turn 2 Agni? Here's the question. Mechanized Fenrir.
Oh, yeah, that does it as well.
Helpful. Certainly helpful. Getting a stone. Did have to burn 2 life for that. Down to 36.
The mask is now though a bit of a problem for Logan because he cannot interact after one will.
Logan, you had to pay 2 for the mechanized Fenrir, right?
Yeah, I'm at 36.
Okay, 36. Just making sure. Thanks. This does mean that not only can he activate stuff, but also now stuff doesn't have abilities.
Yeah.
Which means like Faria doesn't ramp him a stone, Charlotte doesn't replenish his hand. We're building the cage.
Definitely the cage is coming up. Maybe light lighting for recovery?
Maybe.
Also to get rid of the Fenrir, needs something on board plus a light lightning, so this will all depend on his hand.
Yeah.
And if he
sure.
sideboarded him.
Now the cyclones don't do anything now because of mechanized Fenrir. The problem is finding how we're gonna. I mean, end of turn we're clearly flashing in Rogue Spectator, right? Just to like start racing down. Like there's no reason to not. Just move into recovery, call stone. At this point in time, we are on turn 3, and Misha has taken 0 game actions.
Yeah, definitely something to do.
That's not the best spot for him to be in.
Yeah, this will be hard now.
Spectator's certainly going to come in here at the end of the turn and start rushing down. That's $1,000. Oh, okay, never mind.
Okay.
Coloring surprised. Before recovery.
This is
Misha doing something before recovery? That seems wrong.
Seems to him.
Girl staring at just to be able to cycle, I guess, would feel awful.
But it's like it's beginning of a turn from Logan, so
yeah. No way.
No way. No way.
Flashing smile. Okay,
yeah, the
so
flashing smile. That's good. That does a lot.
He can search. Certainly does clear some stuff off here. We don't have a way to protect it, unfortunately. So that's a good sideboard card here coming in.
Yeah.
Logan might just have another one in hand, so we can just reestablish, but does get to clear those things off. Gets to go search for a machine, but I think the only machine in deck is Mechanized Fenrir, so it's a fail to find.
Probably. Oh yeah, playing the shaman.
In response to
Logan, I think you have a death trigger.
Oh, is it a May?
Is it May?
It is not a May.
It is
search your deck. I mean,
it does say, we're looking at the card right now. It does say when this card is destroyed, you may search your deck for a machine if you do shuffle.
Did it have an errata?
Did they change that? Because I'm does not say that.
I will just looking.
Okay, we're just gonna shuffle though. Okay, thanks, guys. So, Fates Reunited is coming in here in response to the Alabaster.
Oh, yeah, it did get an errata.
To be
Maybe
mandatory.
Yeah, it's mandatory.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying.
No problem.
We haven't drawn for turn yet, so it still works out.
Yeah,
Or we had already
definitely.
drawn for turn, sorry. So it just works out before recovery.
Uh,
I'll ask
oh,
what
yeah.
Misha is calling with Fate. Misha, what did you call with Fates Reunited?
Vacus and Reasonable.
Thank you. There's your answer. Vacus and Ray Asnimal, what we're called, off of the Fates Reunited. Agni.
Oh,
That's a good.
now it's
That's a pretty good follow up when
we
you
are
tapped
off to
out.
the races. We are off to the races now.
Yeah, that's a pretty good. That's pretty good. Pays 2 for another therapist.
Oh no. Okay, this is not a problem.
It's a very bad spot for
Yeah, Misha now has a
Misha
few
to be
turns.
in. Takes 4.
So, okay. Now he needs a body and a lighting to get rid of that.
And the flashing smile will take 3 wills still to try to do again.
That's hard.
That is very tough. And we have Alabaster Dragon Shaman out.
Yeah. So
Probably
you
on
lock
like
to
a
main phase.
probably like a 2-turn clock. Yeah, lock to main phase.
I mean,
Hell,
there is a.
Has that ever come up? I wonder.
Yeah,
I'm surprised the Alabasters came in.
I mean, yeah, there's not a lot of cheating going on, so. I mean, yeah, with the Divine Beast maybe, when he wants to resurrect stuff.
Yeah, potentially.
You mean the Alabaster, the main phase lock? If it does ever come up?
Yeah. I just wonder if that's ever come up for
the matches.
Logan. Yeah.
I mean, it does have to be a bit careful with like keeping Will up if he wants to like respond. But I don't think like in his list it does make a lot of difference because this also means that the opponent cannot cancel the automatic.
Right. It's safe. It's protected.
Yes.
That might be why he's using it to like buffer the Agni burn.
Yep.
Misha might just be like, I don't know how I answer this.
Yeah, certainly hard one to answer. I think. Yeah, even like if you 4 mana, Divine Beast doesn't do a lot because you still die from the Agni. It's very hard decision to make.
Paying 2.
Okay.
To Judgment
Judgment.
Charlotte.
Okay.
Just to try to get her in there. So we can't Flashing Smile. So we're certainly going to be taking at least 24 from this Agni.
Yeah. I mean, he's gaining Sun, right? Oh no, he's not.
He does. Yeah, he already is. He already has
6.
a full grip of cards in hand.
Yeah. Also now it's a bit of a. Oh,
Can't do anything
now
in
it came up.
phase.
Now it came
Yeah,
up.
It
now
came
it
up
came
exactly now. Yeah, there's
Yes.
the 8.
This is the thing with the Alabaster. If you have end of turn stuff, you can protect it with that.
Yeah.
It's very neat.
This takes 8.
Oh, this will hurt.
Goes out at 28. He's gonna take 16 next turn. This is a potential. Okay, so there's a potential here where this is lethal.
Yeah, I think so too.
With the Alabaster is currently being able to swing for 5. The Therapist swings for 4. That's 9. Takes him down to 19. The Agni can swing in, although right now it would kill the Charlotte.
So I think like
move to combat.
Oh yeah, no. The safest play would be not to attack though. Could try to kill the Charlotte here.
I think you. Back to nature, just unchaseable, kill the Charlotte.
Yeah, that is a play. Now the Charlotte is Astral.
Yep. And so now we just get to swing for 900 plus the Agni for 1 more. because he can't activate Charlotte. That is just lethal.
I think.
He has. We know he has Robometa. Swings in for 12.
Yeah, but still has to regulate up.
Lorite.
Oh, Lorite. Good old Lorite.
I think you wait for it to block. And
Oh yeah, definitely. And
you
the
rig
regulator.
Veda.
Yeah. And then see if there's something.
I also think there's one where you just take it. Where you just like let the block happen and then swing for 9. And the reason why is because this is going to be, if the 9 goes through and you burn for 16, that's 25. It leaves Misha with 3 life, and he has to answer the Agni, or he dies, right?
Yeah, I think
As
this
the Rig Veda
yeah,
pays
that's
2.
correct. Yep.
I mean,
so
I think either way you're fine. I don't think there's
Yeah.
really anything now that the block has been declared. There's really nothing that you can do here. Like, this is the game.
Probably, yeah.
This takes us to a game 3. Because this is going to be 12, and then the Agni will shoot you for 16. So, like, there's nothing you can do here.
Yeah, this is a hard situation to beat.
So, hits him.
Okay,
for
shuffling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just going
Yeah,
to
we did
scoop
it.
it up. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, okay.
Going into a game 3.
Ooh,
Exciting finals.
Exciting.
Once again, Agni putting in work against the Mask deck.
Damn, the Agni really did a lot.
It put on especially the control variant. Like, it
Three-
takes it
3 minutes for sideboarding.
55 minutes left on the clock.
Thank you, Jim.
Cal almost.
This is gonna be pretty tricky.
Yeah, I think like the therapists do a lot in
I
this
think we
matchup,
can-
and
there's a world where we just see the same exact line again. Like, turn 1 therapist, turn 2 Agni, just like gut prep. Turn 3 back to nature, call it a day.
Yeah.
Like, and like, there's a world where you, like, in this particular matchup, strangely enough, you can kind of use the Mask against Charlotte.
Yeah, that's what I would have said.
Because it's like his spot removal is all chant based.
Yeah.
So
That's-
it's just
that's-
like
that's
you
the
kind of are
problem.
using the Mask against them.
Yeah,
which
that's a
is
bit of a
very-
problem I've
very
seen.
Interesting.
It's definitely always like one will short of having the best interaction piece.
Right.
With the Agni putting on the clock as well, it's
Yeah, absolutely.
Does Logan play the edition sideboard? No, right?
Which no. Festival? No, he's not
Yeah.
playing Festival.
Yeah, the
Back to
nature
Nature.
thing is really good.
We've seen it come up twice. Be
Yeah.
incredibly good.
Oh, one time against the Falchion.
Yeah.
That was incredibly big.
Just pop it unchaseable because you're playing as Shiva. Just get rid of it. Certainly worth paying 2 will for, even under a mask.
So this back in the day was also a card that you had to fear if you played water, but like back then the spread was a bit more wider.
Right.
And now with water being a good control color, definitely very good.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's any entity.
Yeah, you can even destroy the fates from rulers,
Yeah.
which is relevant.
Yeah, very relevant. Play up against a Kaguya, they flash in, their thing to lock you to 1 spell a turn, and you're just like, okay, kill it, untraceable. Don't care.
Yep, that's good. Definitely a meta call though.
Turn 1, do we see? Turn 1
Therapist.
Turn 2 order Agni. He's only keeping 1. So the question is, what is that
I
card?
think that's Recreator.
What a great way to end our first GP here. 52
Yeah.
players, great diversity of stuff, really cool stuff in the finals. The things that we expected to do well did well, but also we got some dark horse picks here with Books and Shiva. Go into a game 3. Good to see it.
Yeah, definitely. There have been very long games. There have been some stomps, but not. I think like almost all games that I have seen were not like stomps, but really games you could play.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Even if the matches ended up being 2-0, it was like it was a
Yeah.
hard-fought game to get there, which has been really fun.
Yeah.
Do not get the coin, unfortunately. Too bad.
I mean, you cannot order with the coin.
Yeah,
So
there's the gatekeepers, but there's really interesting stuff within those gates. Yeah, exactly, 100%. Oh, we are getting the mask. Okay, we're choosing to kind of hurt her. I mean, I guess. See, there's this weird world where I'm not even like sold if that's
yeah,
right.
I know, but like you don't want the 1-mana Rigveda,
Yeah,
so
but your best answers to his good stuff are now 2 mana or 3 mana, right?
yeah,
So
I
it's like,
think like with coin you can still make
yeah,
the assumption that it's worth it.
yeah, it's very tricky.
Yeah,
Turn 1,
definitely.
Moonshade,
Oh, okay.
Therapist.
There, I mean, you have to. I think.
Where's a pist? There's a pist. No,
Oh, wait.
just there it is.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Where's a pist? There a
There's
pist.
yeah.
Listen, as someone who is a licensed professional counselor, I am in support of my therapist brethren.
I agree. So this game has not been
therapy's
very
important,
hard.
guys. Regalia Beast coming down here would certainly be helpful. There we go.
Oh, called it.
Yeah.
So
That was the thing that we were missing before, right?
Yeah.
We needed the Regalia Beast to be able to go up on will. We'll be up at 4 will next turn, which is a pretty good spot to be in. Calling green, which means we probably have a Lorite to answer the Agni trigger.
The question is Fenrir coming in?
Vacus?
Fenrir? Vacus?
I'd have to Godsart to get Vacus, though, right now, which would suck.
Yeah.
Okay, we are Godsarting. It seems like
no.
we're just calling the shots. There he is.
Oh, there he is.
This is good because it gets rid of the
Regalia Beast.
It gets rid of the Regalia Beast and stops future Regalia Beasts, right? Like that's still pretty good.
So he has 2 will up. Is there something you can do? Probably not.
Untouchable on Vacus means there's not really much anything that he's going to be able to do.
You would need to give barrier or something. That's hard.
It's going to float the green, then we're going to lose that. Oh, and
one.
Might be using Divine Beast just to try to ramp
a
stone.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to lose it anyway, so might as well ramp a stone.
True. This also like solves the issue of having not enough will to interact.
It's kind of net neutral though, since you also burned coin, so you're going from 3 will next turn to 3 will next turn.
Yeah, but it's permanently.
Yeah, it is permanently there. So it's like it turns the coin into a stone essentially, which isn't bad.
Yep.
It does mean though that if we're trying to do Flashing Smile, we gotta hold up every single will here.
Yeah, the Flashing Smile. The Flashing Smile line is a hard one.
And at this point in time, if there's an ordered Alabaster, there's no priority window because it doesn't. Oh, it does have an enter effect.
It does have. Yeah.
It just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it just checks if you have it. If you paid it.
So we can Flashing Smile in response to the Agni effect. So we might be 1 turn away from Agni. Might be seeing if there's a full recovery here.
Can we get an Agni counter in the chat?
Yeah.
How many turns are we away?
Keurig flexes for how many we have. You could just start slowly beating to death with this therapist, though.
Yeah, the therapist does hurt.
Knowing that we have Flashing Smile live,
I would probably wait.
I don't think we go like this is threatening Flashing Smile. I don't think you try to go in for something right now off of an order because you don't have the will to do it. I think you just call stone.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Because then next turn we'll be able to order Agni plus Rigveda, right? And that's what we're looking for.
I mean, you could call stone and just play the Agni, but it doesn't
burn face. Yeah, we need to be. The thing the Agni does is shoot face. That's that's the best point of that card.
Red card does damage. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Yeah, I think it's just call stone here.
Yeah, definitely. If you play to the flashing, you have a problem then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you also then it leaves you open for being able to Vacus if he tries to go for a Regalia Beast.
Yeah.
You've got the will to be able to try to do it. The problem is he is gonna get to ramp a stone here with Divine Beast of Proto, which sucks.
Yeah.
He'll be able to ramp one more. Oh no, it's engrave, so never mind.
Okay, so
Because
presently.
he didn't control 2 Precious Memoria, so he doesn't
Yeah.
have another one. We're just swinging with Vacus.
I mean, just go to swing.
Is he gonna take it?
I mean, could flash in a Lorite, I guess, but like then.
Paying
Oh,
3?
flashing. Okay, the flashing is coming out probably. Yeah, flashing.
Hard cast or
Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell.
Okay, so this runs into Rigveda probably. Or doesn't?
It
Okay.
does have drain.
Maybe it's the Rigveda on block. This is a very interesting situation because if he interacts now, there is a problem. Logan has a bit of a.
Vacus. What is Vacus gonna try to do here? Pay for 2.
Okay.
He's just
for
trying to
1.
cast in Rogue Spectator to stop the
okay.
drain.
Okay.
Oof, that's rough.
Oh, that is rough though. Oof.
This also maybe signals to me that we don't have Rigveda in hand. Oh, we just have another Vacus. It's fine.
Okay.
We just had another one. No worries.
So
That gets rid of the Tink.
this is a bit dangerous though.
It is tapped out.
Now.
Therapist gets to go in for 2. This does mean though that we're in a position where if he wants to do the if he wants to do Flashing Mile, it does take all 3 will. It does take it leaves him with only 1 will up. So like that's still pretty good.
Thing is though, if he has another Tink, he can also like play 2-drop Tink. And have 1 will up.
2-drop plus Tink, yeah, that's also very true. It still takes 3. It like any of the board clears here take 3 will.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is not that great of a spot to be in. Because Agni. Right?
Yeah, the Agni is a real problem. The Agni always presses the advantage.
Fates Reunited.
Okay. Calling a Vacus probably. And Ray.
Vacus Reasonable has been called.
I called it.
It does mean that he can't use Reasonable.
He may have silent them out.
But he may have just boarded them out, yeah. And he's going to unreveal the Shiva.
A thing that can happen now, though, is play the Ray for 3.
You're worried that Misha will have Protopatter to lock stones? That's very real here. Probably if he did have it, though, he would just have already done it. I imagine. Like, because Logan's tapped out. So if you have Divine Beast, it's just like, this is the moment to do it.
Oh, yeah. Also, Misha did the correct play by unrevealing the Shiva.
Yeah, so that's not there anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Ray does too, because the Agni will not trigger, so...
Yeah. I mean, if he had Divine Beast in hand, I feel like we would have just hard slammed it here, right?
Probably, yeah.
Because there's like no... Now that the Shiva's gone, there's like no fear of any 1-drops, because it can't be ordered. And you get a second Divine Beast from Graveyard.
Yeah. I think if he has the Ray...
Just a
he wouldn't
pass.
have called the Ray. Okay,
Yeah,
just pass.
Just a pass.
Okay. Oh,
So-
probably with interaction up, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's got 4 will to be able to interact, right?
Yeah.
Though, again, we're at a point where we can do a ordered Agni plus Rigveda, which is able to answer a 3-cost board white line.
Yeah. Okay, Fenrir probably coming
Yeah,
in?
Mech Fender definitely coming down. This is a little risky.
Yeah, though...
Although there is no priority window, so he can call Stone.
Yeah.
So there's no way for him to Flashing Smile in response to the Mechanized Fenrir. So now we have the ways to be able to answer a flashing smile.
Yep.
We just have to pass the turn there. Not even going to swing? Or no, we're going to try to go to combat probably with the spectator. Do you swing with the Vacas too? Because it's 8.
I think that's a flashing.
Flashing smile. Is there a
So,
Rigveda?
yeah, I mean, there has to be. Yeah. The Rigveda. So, is there a Cyclone? Oh, that would have been clutch. If he's a Cyclone... Oh, no, he cannot because the Fenrir.
Yeah, the Fenrir locks him out. So that's rough.
Oh, that's rough.
Losing the flashing smile and 3 will. We get hit for 8-14 here. Plus the therapist for another 4.
Yeah, this hurts. This is
6, and then goes down to 18. Threatening lethal next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Like you might as well swing. I don't know if there's any concerns. 18,
Yep.
still locked out.
This
Divine
precious
Beast,
lethal.
Divine Beast of Protopaterpolis doesn't even really help here.
No,
because it
he
doesn't have
needs-
any enter effects at this point in time.
He needs a board wipe quickly.
Yeah, it has to be board wipe. And again, we're at the same position we talked about this before, right? The strangely enough, the mask is kind of hurting Misha more than it's hurting.
Yeah.
More than it's hurting
Logan. So the problem also is now, because of the Fenrir, you have to have a flashing smile.
Yeah,
Because the Tink doesn't
doesn't
wipe
do anything
board.
in theory. It has, and we've already seen 2 flashing. We've only seen 1. How many is he
Yeah.
playing in the game in the deck? 2 total.
Yeah, true. Very nice of Shibari to ban from mask. I don't think he will.
This is a great meta call on this deck.
Yeah, it's a very, very great meta call.
Ban Agni.
No.
Y'all are silly. I know y'all are
I
just
mean,
goofing, but
in ABC you could. This card is a menace. So he's playing 2 flashing smiles, yeah.
yeah. So we've already seen 1. So there's only 1 more left, and it's his only way to clear this board at this point in time.
Yeah, this is a hard situation to be in. I think you would need to use everything to dig for it, but
I don't think there's anything.
no, there is nothing.
Y'all-
I'm looking through the main deck. There's
I'm also saying like there's nothing about like Logan's deck that I think needs to be banned.
no.
Nothing about it needs to be banned. Y'all need to just chill. Pay 1 before recovery just to try to make a token. We have a 4/4 fairy token that is on the ground. That sets us up for
Okay.
light lightning.
But like, okay. I mean, but what do you want
Yeah.
to lightning
Yeah,
from
for
the 4 things that are on board?
Fenrir. It's mechanized Fenrir. So then your Tinkerbell lines can still work, right?
Yeah.
Because like there's a world where the line is light lightning kill mechanized Fenrir, play a 2-drop, flash
Tink.
it, do the Tink activate ability, clear the whole board, right?
Yeah. Still not great though.
Yeah, definitely ban basic Lightstones. Card's too insane. Yeah, too OP.
Okay. Okay. So 3.
2.
Lightning.
Divine Beast.
What? Okay.
Okay.
Is it your line though? Is it? Maybe.
It has to be light lightning plus. Like it could be 3. No, please don't hardcast Tink.
Oh.
Oh, he almost did.
Oh.
Fates Reunited should be untapped, right?
So we've got a 1-drop and a 2-drop. We need light lightning plus Tink.
Yep.
Nope, we're just drawing.
Oh.
Just putting a body on board to not die. Oh, that's rough. That is a rough spot to be
Yeah,
in
this
here.
is hard.
What if we just ban Logan? Listen, this man has
Bro.
been to finals so many times. Finally, going from always the bridesmaid, never the bride, to finally the bride. Let it happen. Swinging for 6. Divine Beast is a 6/6. Is there a Rigveda?
Does he have
Probably
drain?
not. No, it doesn't, because of it doesn't have the ability. You could, if he had an inheritance ability, he could give it. Nope, doesn't even do that. We just trade. Therapist swings in for 4, takes it. 1,500 life.
I think.
Vacus for 8, takes him down to 7.
Okay.
Mechanized Fenrir for game.
So you will definitely like the block, but I think like the Rigveda.
It is 8.
If he has the
2
Rigveda,
cards
I
in
think
hand.
it's game. Oh wait, it's flying, right? Oh yeah,
Yeah, it
the tokens
flies.
also flying.
Yeah, the
Tokens also
tokens
flying.
themselves have flying. Because you didn't block the Vacus with the token, forgot it had flying. Your token doesn't have flying. That's just game. There it is.
Oh, he won.
He had Agni. He had Alabaster. There it is. So, Order Shiva.
Wow.
Wins it
I
all.
wouldn't have,
Logan
I wouldn't have
Moses.
thought that.
Logan Moses on Order Shiva wins in game 3 of finals, getting that paid invite to Worlds for Logan Moses. Congratulations. What a tournament. Great data here. Great stuff. Truly showing that you can bring some spice and do some pretty crazy things in this meta. Looking forward to seeing what we have for Minnesota. We'll be back to talk more about this in the podcast tomorrow. Thank you so much, Dom, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you all for being in the chat. This was pretty awesome to see. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll catch you all tomorrow in the podcast. And until next time, this has been DMO73 and Nivlungen saying class dismissed.
Bye.